ena yede eba gudie onsem kofum cross de wom afisem ewom wiki mu nyina so nsem bi owa edise fata sa yatwesu ntonto akwakoye enne memenda no nyina ebeba enti ya waka chonua sem yasase on Oyerepa 100.7 FM on Oyerepa TV weekend edition of today's post. Timing na ewaha na showroom on socials. Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana. Obese na wa comment boss player. Eba tuno wasi akinkani na amba sedi ese. Ene sedi efata timing na waha Mr. Eugene Poku striker head of sports for Promise Media at Sanse ene anopay boss player. Good morning.
Morning, Baba. Bibia boko de. Enyo me koso kama abrabum boko. Okay, all right. Enti said the Baba isa ede etu edwano ya satena sibiem ayede agudemu ensem ebro bibia wo bia utie edi free eye bibia wo Ghana ha ye moache emoakwa aba ma mutie from no ne bebu wo ha baba ade ache bebu wo so ade nyanche ye nti omo sa no kwan be na ebefa so ache wo mo
say bebu wo ha good morning bebu wo ha good afternoon bebu wo ha good evening.
Okay, is it hina ye good evening and hina ye good afternoon hina ye good morning no
so me dey abroad me call that nti sa na mo no
oh na so akokodi wo ada
Cote d'Ivoire dey
akọ Nigeria
one na bi na no ya broche
na nya buchiri
david ndi nya broche
ede na fe na buchiri
tikuruman dey
ede na fe na buchiri chichim ede na fe na buchiri
like what to call free Ghana akọ baby but me dem describing it say Cote d'Ivoire dey as Cote d'Ivoire dey na Ghana nyina epe
ti Cote d'Ivoire nya buchiri
abroche kakra abroche kitwa
enche nyoma bi why
abroche kitwa.
Okay, all right. Enti ye mamu nyina kwa ba e de boy pa 100.7 kai say dwumadi ni din a weekend edition of today's post nondu na ye sore so na afi dwumadi etoaso eso atoaso e wo pa 100.7 ye be kwa amanone se de da ne da ye no ne akodi enkomo e wo amanone na ene enkomo ni bi ebedi na amanone FIFA World Cup baba say how many days more?
Oh, say, maka 5 days more.
5 more days to the World Cup.
Yes.
5 more days to the World Cup. Na ensemble ene koso countries ni guso e boabo mo ho e de akọ eye World Cup. Enra eye enchikso msa player na no mse Chelsea for na to na say. Se Chelsea for na to no. Na me hwe Paraguay game bi na kwan abrante ne fa supra ye no. Na ahomete.
Okay.
Na areho. To say the need so nyina World Cup nim World Cup no e be a lot of opportunities at the players.
Yes.
Player bi kura wo ho a otimbo be 3 matches o World Cup na assign no top club.
Yes.
Te no wo hesu an wo su an echesa no oden nti countries ni guso a mo bobo mo Portugal ene omo ni Chile ebo a friendly game e ho nsem e wa ha na baba isa de be wura mo no ne ahwe World Cup mo ensensem kakra. Baba se ene o shase from 1930 na o de betumo nim se mo se Portugal, Brazil, England betimi age World Cup no ye wa bakosem bi wo World Cup ni ma ema eye Portugal, Brazil ni England ebe din de amom so betimi age World Cup a ebe ko so Mexico, Canada and afi the United States of America ni nyina no sports lawyer aboabo no a ode eba afi country so moko piem e wo the FIFA World Cup and she say FIFA de ato and say edaba kubia no each player is entitled to $5,000
$5,000
nti edabia player bia bedi e wo FIFA World Cup no ye bom say na start ya edaba kubia say oye club na wo player kubia daba kubia na $5,000. Wow. Sports lawyer baba isa e de honsem ebetu edwa ene anopay sa so ena ye bewura Brazil national team na so ye coach and de Carlo Ancelotti ono so e de nsem bibiri na atudwa ho ensem wa ha ayede ebramo ene anopay afi Sheikh Mansour ono ene ye owner e de Manchester City wakasa e de afa Manchester City club no ho eno so e wa ha ayebedi ho enkomo World Cup na be koso obia concentration ko World Cup by my Renfin se odwani so e kire Madrid anyame ya adom akina Real Madrid presidential election no e baso na baba wa take stance.
Oh
what take stance
but me taking
what take stance
but obi a ope
oye Real Madrid supporter t
yes
we enye politics na moye
yes
do be wi ni bia no enye so bia kwete political party foforo do be wi ni bia e president e ma Real Madrid
enra
ma hwe wudi Enrique Recami no okasa won fama
ontimi nya Real Madrid
Debi
me one stories wa habet when mood turn there
headline ni nyina me hu
na make say me one story
na so ru na kasa pa
club ba be
na aden dey new headlines mu baba isa aden dey new headlines mu
headline ye obi o su chain bi
obi oso no oba ne sporting director Raul Blanco Gonzalez Raul legend Real Madrid what's the key side
boss
presidential election
Roberto Carlos Cansembi o say obi o pe Madrid ye bia amprempre no enya de so ba dwen say in Florentino Perez no
saa so na Raul so beka so obi o pe Madrid ye bia
omo na ehun so wakasa o
enam say saa so na Raul so beka so obi o pe Madrid bia no eso to baba Enrique Recami
yeti we asi pa
babia foreign stories na de ba no ye wo Real Madrid supporters a omuta Florentino Perez achi
opa be line
ene ye wo mo a omuta Enrique Recami achi e ba all the stories ne ba men ko ene Florentino Perez stories nko a
o ene e be hwe
fa Enrique de so
o meru nyina e be hwe de o mai
so project a de ato
so elections ne achi
men take sides e wo ye election nim
anadwe na making can
o yes we deny our listeners e wo nsem a ye Enrique Recami de atoja boss we no bias
boss making can
futu na metu no bias odi we de kakraba na de we de
obi ade wa obi abi nyam de
enye se da bia no afa ba ko de ena ayi Florentino Perez ena Jose Mourinho ba ena Mourinho ba se ya e be say Enrique Recami so de jogging club ba the project Real Madrid dey say
na boss jogging club na mo kana se nya na afene Jose Mourinho in coaching say
wo na wotiwi me ba che wo nya wotere wotiwi utima Mourinho nie club nie wana do team be ma no
mefa Jose Mourinho because why be the eti kroma yi na anu ma hu say me bi a wo
enable obetu su Mourinho ahead of club
because enra na me bi a wo case be post ade bi on social media and o kasa open World Cup no nsem 12 a ombe cheche mu yi ombe analyzing yi ama wetimati ase a oka ho na boss ne kroma eti say odime we ya che nja akora bi oti ba bi a ono sebe o say otumi kan brofo kakra bi nti sebe nyansa nyina wo ne ti no se ba emfa sika nkofa sa akora ne nya wo ensida why e bi da
bi ti edurumre bi na se nipa na oba no soso no ne modern bo wosora yen kasa bi a emre bi atwam ebi obi ye bibi na ebi ene wo ntimi ne compete a cheche so kofa na
ye ni akora bia o
e
yesi analysis obet my
baba yi say tie two for tie baba yi two for tie me say
club obetra England na o the Champions League back
na okay last time we know the Champions League
but obetra England
is a question okay last time we know the
Champions League
Mamenyo exams
are club on fire
when was the last time Mourinho did Champions League
the Champions League with the Inter Milan
yeah bay
was it 2010
how many years ni how many years ni how many years okay yento aso timbacha oba odi Enrique Recami story na the Florentino Perez men go fa back
16 years ni o interest ewo papa mu pa
me interest ne say o serve listeners nti
o boss me do bia there beba but as a Madrid fan as a Madrid fan there empire ne say
ti hweye
abano kra say
wa hwe ya wo china no say owura ne din eden Enrique Recami
kebe Madrid na
obeja Madrid support
na
so of us masama make have
good now koto good nda koto CDs
okay enti eno so hu nsem wa ha owura Enrique Recami me ame de share headlines ni mama wakasa edin se bebre atoja edi afa Real Madrid na ni so ade hunu se koba so china elections no etimi ba so a nyoma awo obeye edi ama Real Madrid club no eno so ewa ha Florentino Perez ono ena sisi wakofa adwuma kese edi ama nsentwerofo obi agu so kire ɛyɛ Florentino Perez si Tuesday ɛkɔba sɛ ɛkyina owini Real Madrid presidency na Tuesday Real Madrid at the 150 million euros ɛbɛkɔ club kɛseɛ bi ɛwɔ Europe na ɔsi ɛnyɛ Olise ɛnyɛ Harry Kane ɛnyɛ Jeremy Doku but ura ɛyɛ Madrid kurom a sɛntwerɛfoɔ nyinaa si ɛyɛ Mikel Olise na ɛyɛ agent ɛde ma ɛyɛ Mikel Olise Florentino Perez na di nkɔmɔ akyerɛ ne sika a ɔde kɔ Bayern Munich Bayern fo ntimi nkasa da bi ntinei ama Real Madrid supporters are starting here pictures almost Vinicius from the left Olise from the right Mbappe gyina nim wɔ baabi ewu
boss
obeye we nyina na Barcelona fo ya betima koma
obi nso sɛ boss obi nso so ɛna Gulen Balak nso sɛ Oma taske Ronaldo ɛwɔ Portugal national team ni sɛ ɔnkyɛkyɛ Vitinha why was about Real Madrid and reportedly yes Vitinha will release clause of 135 million euros
France
yes nti amount for say
homonya release clause o
eno ye the amount for keke Michael Olise
na between Olise and Vitinha why partner Real Madrid
ye team no mu sisia no nye Olise asemo ye team ni sisia down he will be Vitinha to control the midfield for us.
Munya Vitinha chain Olise
bebre boss enough football work you share finance of the UC on the chair say when our midfielders papa we to control game ya enfa say Mbappe or Michael Olise they will dominate and all dominating just percentage is over really high. I think that's more than he have Vitinha chain Michael Olise. Ya midfield no Tramini Bajibon or Jibon, you are high on Demano. Tony Cruz, ko Luka Modric, ko you replace you. You now be a with me what so more. Until a team need weakness is a woman. No, I have somebody to control our
Real Madrid here Vitinha.
Oh, Vitinha, baby.
Baba, yati. Why? You better record what ho.
Remember the MTA say transfer Bamwat said the Florentino Perez kind of. Me who be dreaming. Ebe mo wa say everything na nemu enyo Olise
okay
enyo Olise
eno so ehon ensem ewa ha nti ochina eni nyina be ko Madrid akohwe Real Madrid presidential election no unse Florentino Perez we ene bra etoso e9
yes
a o contest for Real Madrid presidency the edikan o contest 1995
okay
and o contest ye ba contest olusu ye
okay
and oba ye bewi owura ni Dani Lorenzo chance eni efri ho obeye ya but edrum rebi oko eye 3 seasons e wa bra no ntimi nje trophy kesi bia eye La Liga and Champions League and no a step it down
okay
e ma Ramon Cadaron e be Real Madrid president
on enye country
and nemu dabi enye no kure
o say
enye no kure sa asem enye no kure
2009
enye no kure
una say do baby na I dey club musika sema
2009 Florentino Perez be so Real Madrid mu no ano sisika sem ho den no sa afina no to Ronaldo ko verse ka we
oba no be ni
dabi oba ye na team ni nkobo match bia o na ye Real Madrid ne da ho sa afina no to kaka ko verse ka we ha
na we ka say oba no be
transfer fee ni sai a month ni go break in twice o de kaka betwa Zidane o de Ronaldo betwa kaka sa afina no koto Alonso efi Liverpool o go verse ka we Safina no koto Raul abio o go first ka we nti baba
boss ayi na club spending 250 million euros on transfers na a record budget of in September 2009 club no recorded a record budget about 422 million euros net debt no na 327 million euros after transfer spending. Annual revenues of more than.
Oh, the next spend no. Free revenue never say.
Oh, boss 422.
Nyabote, the way the one work of Faba. Nyabote.
Never we say this kind.
O say net spend.
Net spend.
Skase no spend there.
422.
And no music o generate so say.
O generate 422.
And no must spend the same.
And now net spend here 327 into 422 minus 327. 327. Bema 95. Club kesiye ti.
Na ye car na ye dey.
We get 95 players e do jomo ka.
When the clubs ne do no, afini nyina ye ka mo nim siko munya.
Ma de nya billions.
There be. Check ni. Oh, enti ehun sem wa ha. Eno ye revenue. Sika wa generate. Na afi no afa de wa spend it. No atete afrim. Enti ni nyina no sports lawyer baba isa e de ho nsem ebeba. Ye bebe fie na afi ya bedin komo e wo fie se ni nyina e hwe the Black Stars of Ghana. Abra ye ko the 2026 World Cup United States of America, Canada and afi Mexico. Owura Simon Kurt Okraku eguso edinsem tudwa efa Black Stars team no ho. Yaboabo no ayede ho nsem nyina eba ene anopai. Black Stars camp de na ekoso ewo Black Stars camp ni nyina no anopai yede ebe tudwa ewo eye dwumadi ni so. Komoguso ekoso efa Black Stars players no modembo ene kwan ebe fa so ahyehye ye team no for your first game ye ne eye Panama ede ebesie ni Thomas Patensen nsem no ena no pay ye beto aso Pate a key player at the Mother Blasters of Ghana by saying form ade wo form pa ama manfo start mo ekasa ni nyina e finance mo ensensem charges ye de abo Thomas Pate eno e wa ha Jordan Ayu eso akasa unse Jordan so we rewura social media na nsen amanfo fefa the video no pe kwa Ghana ni Germany Jordan fa bobi e Ghana ha for can Germany players be nu edo mo bom ura Germany 18 year boss na asamoja ni da you ni ba bi omo jano pass mo ma as a tonet Jordan ma susura na bon na ba bi ni nyina na man for the home videos aba say Jordan are you ti say ojibo na aya wo obi on pass ma no ye be di ho enkom ye be ura Black Stars team ni mu na ya hwede ekoso o tete anasa wonte say abrantia ni de club yenchi ye say Jose Mourinho pe no
Matisse say Michael Oteji and me who the right time be on social media say omo their former Makiesian so
yes Mourinho pe pa na onim say club yenchi no last season Liverpool Chelsea omo nyina akọ no
yes
omo nyina akọ no ho oye Ghana ye ne superstar Michael Oyerepa ye ne superstar no on the World Cup we coach no untimi drop no kempene enso start Caleb Yirinchi
na no coach na de no no as a
no bebo Elisha a different player. Elisha no only kwesisi bo mun copy position
so ball with aggression sa
Elisha no number 6 coach ni ball na obo no ohia a box to box midfielder obi okwa obesaba o support animu o support akire Blasters team so da wono ye nchinkwa na bitan say adwuma no nti ompo obi obebo 6 8 what there Caleb Jinchi dia 8 what there Jinchi ena so obo
nti say
enye Jinchi a ye ni number 8
e ka say most of the time say Patricia man call him kakra
Pateni say Pateni best role obo as DM and as deep line playmaker
tackle no na no de me yemshi is a born a bar or tackle ya na
asem ni nyina ne say Caleb Jinchi Blasters number 8 no a case close enyo ono de bebe fie ntem say coach no opese ye bibi pa wo World Cup ni ma Caleb Jinchi there's a midfield no or build around him.
Oh, he's a good coach now. Can say, Moya Koda and Uhia more.
Oh, he need now on your kama. Now, Uncle for problem be amba. And somehow do idea go in ano. Usubet me do a drink chiraba. Who are some bisa ubet me bisa number near 0241 915555 0241 915555 ubetimi Edward Dwenchiraba no pay ebekan ewo dwumadi no so edi amao saa so na betimi dia fa Facebook search for Oyerepa radio and as a YouTube Oyerepa radio ho nyina no wo de wonsem efa anopay a yebenya bre ene adaje ne etimi akenkan mu edi amao weekend edition of today's sports asha say the sports lawyer Babaisa edi ekonko funkro so na afi nsema wo nyina no odi sima aduanan abrum edi eguo edi amanti sports lawyer na yɛde enwum we gine tata na odi akwa no ne kwame bɛn
Kwame of Manabel fast food and o say on Saturday nkwa no nya adwuma na World Cup no why be da okay odi call Ghana match ya call it's tafo the call tafo a omo share na mkra no e celebrate no
say na Ghana ne Comoros
yes Ghana ne Comoros na ya AFCON Cameroon no o say you slot on ho ti I am running in komo
me you no akogina na
bibia be
na akodi ho nkomo
bibia be fa
se yeguso e de atudwa se wa wani gye ho se World Cup no e bia wa bi restaurant bi mo wo ba bi anase wo ye MP wo ye MC wo ye DC o community awo no e bia wo role kese bia wo play we e opportunity a oso obetimi ama mpesua so ho no ye mabunu ene nipa domo mo twehia e wo community wono manage ne nyina ne se one Oyerepa FM ebedi nkomo na Oyerepa World Cup train no oso watimi adjoin bi na afi ye de aba e ba bi a wo no na ya ba yibi e de ama wo se ba go next week
go so kra be ko
nyame ya aduma next week ye be announce e places a ye de e World Cup train no e be ko nti ba bi a wo bia no ubetimi afre eye number yi
obuase for no mo
fre baby 0242 08 74 73 0242 08 74 73 ti ofra panyifo no ben hyehyɛ na afi watimi de nyoma agu akwan mu na yaba bepiem ewo eye waso eye na afi ye de giant screen no and the commentary the and the analysis actually say tough man na pai efa e World Cup no ni nyina
etimi first game 11
yes say Ghana ni England ne de e already secured
okay
and we tepa man hina ba beji
okay
nti ho de
nti Ghana ne Panama no we anwumre Kruma so de Monfort na ntem nti 11 we try beji
okay
11 no
enti ye ko enkofo nkroso na afi the sports lawyer baba isa edensem no aguho ede amaye baba
boss
yemfa we eni wanim abra wo de amanone nsem no ede eba opekinata na sa ope World Cup official song no
World Cup official song
oh yeah sure
umpekinata nso amefa
umpekinata
kinata ne de anyunu ni to
umpekinata
de me pe Ghana ni de
okay
Yachagama, Eitama, Yachagama. Bye bye, anyway, na ya dilumono. Gagalika, yes, so ina, yes, so my one pay. Bye bye, anyway, na ya dilumono. Gagalika, yes, so ina, yes, so my one pay. Ganu dende, rasta so dende. Ganu dende, rasta so dende. Ganu dende, rasta so dende. Ganu dende.
Enti ase hiti nyina. Chaja ya chaji nyina. Yede mamo Blasters of Ghana. Enti anopay ye janso na yakai osemra sanso ye konkonfon kroso nsebwa anopay ensaka edisa fata sa utie na uhwebie na afi eje den tete bumfumpa e nkofom cross no ye de nyina atoanim anopay e wo dwumade no so ne live e wo Oyerepa TV na afi e live e wo Oyerepa 100.7 FM now ye be sasem afi World Cup update me kasa sesie ensem bebre na e wo World Cup no team Saudi akwa kodu United States of America bi e wo Mexico, Canada, Yaduamunsem Ebeshasie. Now 5 days more to the Mundial 2026 FIFA World Cup. Saudi Arabia gear up for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Nti yanko Saudi Arabia camp na yanhwe enra enyema Saudi forum eyeye out training grounds na detenium onim say Saudi amoya anwade last World Cup no emra amosia Argentina na mo na Argentina to asom ekokokojeye anopay yehwe World Cup ama FIFA sika ama FIFA RTV a record revenue yednina ebema anopay na 2022 FIFA World Cup no FIFA RTV a record revenue about $7.5 billion now during the 2019-2022 cycle and yede atuanim na sikai omunya fi broadcasting right, sponsorship, hospitality and fi licensing and amodi generate $7.5 billion. 2018 FIFA World Cup from generate roughly $6.4 billion for the FIFA during the 2025-2018 cycle. TV rights were the largest source of the income. Baby, $6.4 billion. Omunya sika dodorom edi efiye na TV right 2014 FIFA World Cup and also contributed significantly to FIFA revenue around $5.7 billion during the 2011-2014 cycle. Na abusuam womu chemusa much the revenue afe ukobwa na say merchandising nina boy mama TV says the biggest economic impact on a host country. Amaya host to World Cup na abusuam wamaina na host to World Cup no ema ni GDP and afe productivity etime ekosropa 1994 FIFA World Cup a set attendance record still and ejamum na fe generated substantial tourism and commercial activities among from ecodusa World Cup na sinam abusuam ene womo kokoye tourists ene adade kohwem ya bia na edise fatam sa amutime ehwem 2022 FIFA World Cup na Qatar and invest more than $200 billion in infrastructure, transport, stadium projects. Na meanwhile, almost kana almost spending umunya ho emphasis and no the few ever. Name in all most valuable World Cup ever. And ever so 2026 United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Abusiam on himself previously instead of 32 teams in this World Cup, a future 48 teams after more matches, 104 matches, larger television audience, and after bigger sponsorship, ticketing opportunities. FIFA expect a record break revenue from a few tournament ebetimi akoso na no the World Cup no amount and pay sika ama generated from World Cup awodom and amount be and pay since the start of 1930 a World Cup esas no tie onim say afi amount for to pay Portugal, amount for to pay Brazil, amount for to pay England say ambetimi already nation for the trophy Namunakai, National Sum, set your historical antecedent a foreign culture or the World Cup with a nation since the tournament began in 1930. World Cup from and produce a nation, a some nation managed by a foreign culture. What me at World Cup in Zobadia, na coach no Fikromwa, Portugal, in the Yakasai, Nipo coach no Fikromo, Brazil on Fikromo, England on Fikromo, in the day. According to history, some ebetimi at World Cup. I mean, call Grand Porter, I a certain boss, I said Victor Jokeres, about Subodia, I was Victor Jokeres, and our football and Primprose, with Sporting Lisbon, and they about Arsenal, when Yan says Sporting Lisbon, the Adam, na mom wo a lot Emma Arsenal to deserve say am abona basom or say goals and a team player Robia the one bia oye ye at the amount most of the games and still yana onya criticism odum at the efi fans no home or say niema oye I was sporting cpninti and I do bia yana sansem wina etimi aba or trying him say World Cup from betimi more at the Sweden national team nom Teddy Sheringham at the two Johnson nania Audition Bonum, officer the 3 Lions of England. Nature number 10. I the 3 Lions of England day. Eya Abrante Makope, that is Morgan Rogers, and to meet Sam Kopama. Now, sir, Enka World Cup, Otime Ekobio, Sikonum, Abema, a lot of options, Odebo from right, Wengwa, Abebom, after left, Abebo, number 10, Ronum, Abebo, Sa utility player, Oko World Cup. Now, Senka Guy Southgate, Atina Echo. Now Vicente de Bosque at the Atujam or see those days in the Spanish national team na Edin Pa Barca fans a percent Jovi and a Ebom and a Fe Ukoma Alonso so Madrid fans a perso Boseyo Busquets and Alonso debate Debia na the issues bam nemam manage issues no ye or see who Spain and Madrid Barcelona and always coach them or so to balancing said ya time from and from fees are 2 fans no home and you Vicente de Bosque and then some or there to jam and then I play Don Carlo Ancelotti on Neymar dos Santos Jr. and Prempey the physical condition saying and a CTM and also situation quite clear or yeah a lot of individual work and Obabwa ama anima koye at the amana and then MRI scan now for I'm sure the extent of the injury and no I am someone if it Don Carlo Ancelotti Australia album what them say camp near na ekoye our camp obedu Brazil national team camp and yeah cohesion chemistry bibia aye adwuma senior players and afin kodana one more team no nyinanom who won cooperate with enema ono eche oh tidiesa favorite attack na and na Brazil national team no sunom ebeboam ama amakofa our 2026 FIFA World Cup no was CBF from and so aye adwuma so pa ohwa babia amodomo koyam preparation ahead of the World Cup bibia and the year boys still look good ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup and aye Don Carlo Ancelotti nisma odia tudwam and na anopay na Jamie Carragher at the atudwa se obia and me for heater and what American anya excuse say ebia me England player and the massa heat to her mean to me moboni you see in football or your footballer sani money now I was so to me adapted or seeing team another 3 Lions of England akwa do America and terminum or prepare acclimatization of the weather bibia be koye at the England memum guy Southgate I was onya ne selection right or as Konsa or Magaye or Jude Bellingham or Hurricane or Bukayo Saka afem about Finthua Elliot Anderson our Oka Noah Marcus Rashford our Hurricane probably the best striker so far in the game over 61 goals and Australia in 2025-2026 season such players our ultimate World Cup Jamie Carragher or Datu Jam and nano pay and na yadi Emma na FIFA sir ama increase sika clubs wombenya ningina man anese ya chusu player ete eko de mundia womo sika bia emsuam womote ema clubs ete club benefit program ama increase to $355 million which is 306 million euros na September and ama announce a 50% increase and ama timi aya ya don some to and na play na Brazil ba win World Cup and aya Don Carlo Ancelotti so jidim say amatimi World Cup ema no aya ye Mamelodi Sundowns abusuam onim sam 8 players our South Africa squad eco World Cup na Sundowns for them amubenya $40,000 per day TNA 8 players and one was South Africa squad num debia $40,000 and some aka under the FIFA club benefits program $5,000 per player daily into some and until the end of the group stage na zankofonum ebenya puduopa sikadie wombenya bi now maminko Mike Owen na suayem odine all-time World Cup 11 aba Michael Owen say the all-time World Cup 11 any na the World Cup all-time 11 about 4-2-3-1 Michael Owen say about 4-2-3-1 na say cherom abaya enai emfifini be mienum na afei ohwa anim ho a wombe jam sa two pivots nanim ebe miensam na attack abakom adanim ho na ote Gordon Banks from England Gordon Banks ye kana sabim Arene World Cup in 1966 as a player also onom ana odin elton goal post mum right back nom abaya kafu onim say Brazil 1994 and after 2002 nema koye ade emanum na onom right back center backs nom of the France another Frank Beckenbauer of West Germany and ebejam the center back for 1970 World Cup of the year okay Paolo Maldini from Italy so Atlanta the center backs no home now left back aye Roberto Carlos awini 2002 with Brazil and after central midfield no aye Zinedine Zidane France awini 1998 central midfield Sir Bobby Charlton England awini 1966 after attacking midfield no Odema Lionel Messi of Argentina awini 2022 and after attacking midfield Pelé Brazil awini 1958 1962 and 1970 World Cups and after another player Diego Armando Maradona 1986 World Cup awini with Argentina and after the striker original Ronaldo in Chumudu Brazil awini 1994 and after 2002 World Cups and Michael Owen the all-time World Cup 11 Gordon Banks Africafu Frank Beckenbauer Paolo Maldini Roberto Carlos Zinedine Zidane Sir Bobby Charlton Lionel Messi Pelé, Diego Armando Maradona, and Ronaldo original. And the Michael Owen all-time 11 on the year Adriana na 66 of 104 games about to jam our 2026 FIFA World Cup premieres practice severe heat that is hard dust the heat pa according to UN climate change World Cup matches in your war and masa said the FIFA besia Pram boys nom enyen fifre ketwa heat opa for the players extreme heat ebetime slow the game players not press nina ebetime aba fem eno UN climate change amon semwa womote aba enano pay Guy Southgate abusuam wanya jumam ewo BBC out of the World Cup obekwa kwatena BBC no fe what church matches no especially emra England ebo matches once Guy Southgate to BBC na our church mom and nema Thomas Tuchel was so no fe odi every game ampo edu ba bia Morgan Rogers and I said Jude Bellingham debate no ninam omba chisun tontom and ya defium eba ene anopay na Ike Casillas sam the toughest opponent was here na goalkeeper na player no striker Lionel Messi or say Messi I'm gonna sleepless night na Messi no sa wona ne bona goalkeeper masa concentration and focus and mrabia Lionel Messi kuta ball no oyam timi show enti anodiem Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and yansima ruanom enti atujebam na for World Cup and someone coaches no adi atujam players no be adi atujam legends no adi atujam and na another friend of coaches and players time World Cup update and pay young first voices nina Scotland captain adi nsema tujam onim sir Andy Robertson yakasay was sign at the Ama Spurs wakasam at the afon of the World Cup wakasam at the afon Debam Milosav Klose on his World Cup scoring record Messi or Kylian Mbappe ebe breaking na atonsem atimi aba England head coach Thomas Tuchel sir finally when a fit squad or tell sir are you lucky sir oko World Cup no the players na a full fit you don't some bam as you concern isn't worried about playing in the heat nina obatibi enti ashase say if World Cup update coaches and players at time no Scotland captain and new Spurs signing and the Robertson Akasam or say I am proud say our presenting nation our 2026 FIFA World Cup Andy Robertson.
I have thought about it because we've had to do obviously a lot of things around it, but me actually walking out on the pitch, the first game, I've not allowed my brain to go there yet.
Why?
I just don't like getting too far ahead. I think I'll then live in that moment when I know it's the night before and I know it's the day of the game. I think that's the way I've always worked. I never look too far ahead, but we've got a smaller group in the group chat in terms of the lads that are my best friends, and I actually put that message in when the squad got announced. I was just like, who would have thought we would all be going to the World Cup together when we're all playing as little kids and chasing after each other, 11, 12-year-olds with Celtic, St Mirren, Dundee United and all these teams, and it's not easy to get to a World Cup. I think we've proven that with how long it's took us to get there since 1998, but the fact that you're one of 26 going to represent your country in the biggest stage, it's a real proud moment.
Maminko England manager Thomas Tuchel na swear on your fully fit squad. Now I'll prepare for the World Cup and I'll say I'm a lucky coach, Thomas Tuchel.
I'm a very lucky manager because I could choose a group and go to a World Cup with a group that I chose, and it's English players and I love all the players, so I'm a very, very lucky manager. And yeah, this is a part of it. Of course, I was very nervous through the last weeks when I watched matches and saw players like going out and like I instantly texted, is everything okay? Of course. And we need this kind of luck. If we want to go a long way, you need just this kind of luck. If we are unlucky and we have injuries in key moments and in key matches, then it's just not the same thing. We will always try to find solutions then, because we don't want to be fully dependent on individual players, but it's just a reality. At the moment, it's just beautiful that we can train in the full-size squad, and the young players that we took are doing excellent, and we're taking care of the players and managing the load. So it seems like we have tomorrow everyone available, and it continues. So every match has the risk of an injury, but let's not knock on wood. Let's not talk so much about it, and don't put it out there in the moment. The manager's lucky and happy, and we have the chance to let everyone play.
Enti opinion excuse bia fully fit squad. And our team say big tournament we say na say unya injuries yana affect team wo de na de entesa ezri konsa a player ema the three lions of England also no de hanokra playing in the heat.
Most of our players were not used to playing in this kind of heat, but we're training out here now for the next 2 weeks. We've got to get used to it very quickly. I don't think it'll be a problem for us. But yeah, of course, you want to control every game that you play. And, for us, that's something that we're going to try and do, no matter who we're playing. So yeah, control is something that we want to have, and we've got the players to do that.
Konsa anopainin sama odi atudwa de biama e wo dwumade so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM, live on Oyerepa TV. Yeah, live e wo socials no so Oyerepa radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa radio, Oyerepa TV Ghana. Now, remember England, enough of the World Cup update, 5 days to go. Na detenye oba England what tete Rodrigo Cascante of Manchester City, sir Henrik Riquelme, 18 commence arena elections now of the Rodrigo Cascante eba amana be ya juma ama team ne dia yate se Madrid team no officially informe Manchester City that's Florentino Perez sa ono onya na adwen se afi ofa Rodrigo Cascante at the team no na Sheikh Mansour or say I are committed sa ababuam na Manchester City etime akonanim oni intention bia sa abaton club no sa de nana Montaigne sa Manchester City cra empenifom a pesa amo eton or say oni shebia sa auto club and some are committed to the club na Hardoun Mubarak on Manchester City 115 charges and I say let me be as consistent as I've always been until we have a ruling. I can't say much. I'll say until say as some I'm the vet about one day on to make be and for we are running our club and you focus on the same you one now finima koye at the ama club no Frank Lampard on Chapi Alonso project obayam e Chelsea I say manager bia what about you be who structure e Chelsea team no you be who pressing and build up play modern managers to say Pep Guardiola ebia and then Oruana obaya juma ama Chelsea Chapi Alonso so the right manager for a job and prempring official I was a Chelsea Emma Chapi Alonso and some players bia obate yesi oko team A obate Mark Kuraya Eco Spain obate Real Madrid Epe Enzo Fernandez sound notable names see I was amutimitram na fe amubua Emma opena jumanom etimi ewiye John Terry me friend JT for short John Terry for long or say Enzo Fernandez and Real Madrid situation or say player bia epesa Obama Madrid na and some na Eco sono any say Chelsea Emma dream a con bebre was a mistake club no bayam and it's beka sebia chin yama Enzo Fernandez enko assist player there why not dream say opposite of club no janom na enko young players amaba Chelsea want to say Enzo Fernandez na kuma ne say 2025 2026 after your year season 2026 2027 abebom ama Chelsea penny form and an international fee on trust official be konso homunjainom na Uncle Sean Wright Phillips I say players with Sam Enzo Fernandez João Pedro Copama monom enye sebia chin amu pesa amu features you na amu pesa amu team ne dating player be say Reece James about Madrid about Liverpool about ebia Manchester City moa enka hype one home enka so I was say Jim major trophies are excellent fullback and Sean Wright Phillips and nsema or there to jam and na anopay onim say na otwemu na Chapi Alonso ewo London on Chelsea form empanimfo shy edim komo players I was Chelsea at the Emma on Chapi Alonso nina homa don koma enche bia abate announcement here you go Chelsea asan smasi Chelsea asan obenti players manager no epese amufi club no so otin come and no aye the features aso ye epa enano play Leandro Trossard obete yase okọ Besiktas obete yase okọ team A okọ team B ena amubusa ne se opani okọ he ena sister me Arsenal player na me player for Arsenal manager ewo Arsenal bobo kolmnano ya ena after 22 years ye din akom sayan and your English Premier League Emma Arsenal Juma me wom ewo Arsenal no me Leandro Trossard and yadia sam Maria Seljumanom Daniel Levy nabusuanom sa homodi omunim sa 24.99% stake in ENIC nom abusuam omotime aton na abusuam eno aye reporter yen say kan say amaton ama 8 Sports Capital Limited and ye dey fiom etodwa ene anopay now mami come Manchester City asuyem or say within the football world is pinnacle chairman Hardoun Mubarak and nsema or they atodwa Manchester City chairman no yentie nbra
when you look at the word, obviously this is what I do for a living. You can look at investing for today, meaning looking at profit today. I want a dividend today. I want to profit today. Or you can look at building value, the value of the enterprise you're investing in, and say, okay, I don't want to take profit out, but I want the value of that enterprise to grow. It's a different model and all different investing ways, and there's many others. Sheikh Mansour, when he looks at this club, he sees it as a long-term investment. Not just Sheikh Mansour, of course, and the shareholders who have invested in this club over the years. Buy into the vision that we're going to invest in something that's going to grow in value over time. Of course, His Highness has no intention of selling this business, but over time, new shareholders come in at different value points that show how that value is really growing. So this club, when Sheikh Mansour first invested in it, the value was $120 million back in 2008. Then, over the years, we've had multiple stop points where the value went from $120 million to $1 billion. The value of the group became $1 billion. Then it became $2 billion. Then it became $3 billion. Then we had investors come in and actually invest in the club at $3 billion. And we continued to grow. We continued to grow the value of this business, while always keeping the profits and the revenue in the business, because that helps keep growing this value that we're creating. Then we went up to $5 billion, and then more money came in. Investors buying into this strategy, buying into this value creation, and putting money into it. And again, Sheikh Mansour took a very important choice, which is the money stays in, because we're going to keep building this. And this went up from $5 billion to $6 to $7 to north of $8 billion. If you're going to sell all this today in the market, you wouldn't sell it for less than $10 billion. That's
well, there's
value
no
creation.
intention to sell.
There's no intention. There's no intention to sell. There's only intention to keep growing this. Because the view here is this will only grow, and this is a beautiful business to own. It's football, and it's entertainment. And in the world we're in today, while the world changes, and people have their attention goes to different things, sports stays. And football within sports is the pinnacle, and Manchester City and this group within the football world is a pinnacle. And these sort of jewels, you don't sell.
Yabaka say garbage in, garbage out. Ningina when it's investments. Jumana operating the BA or the sika share Jumano ye and sika or the share Jumano no a Jumano be attractive and a Jumano be attractive. No man falls to the musica ever share club or yam and all summarizing up say club in the operating a JB annual say about club and not a Haldun Mubarak or not a chairman Emma Manchester City Ninsama and play or the two jam and ya DP Amawo Diego Dalot a player Emma Manchester United or same about nearly 250 games for the club. The hardest period when you ni career monocranium a player obanne otinam na epra etimi acheno o si onya consistent seasoner obeka se Diego Dalot de wabo best 2 seasons ni ompra o si nyina affecting as a player nya se bi epra enka why more at the ama club no Diego Dalot de enom na Oliver Kahn on Liverpool se ama Ponte and Donny Ariola and on say England Obawa any we are singing ultimate clubs ama bomb modern pa we are say na Oye Liverpool at the theme after club and a slaughter by in the first season and obedi the English Premier League previous season matrama kwena am paying form a jana kwan officer say league no akwa sika o pesa o the Champions League o pesa o the Premier League also competing with the best na also unso timito enti Andoni Ariola abe piemo ewo Liverpool na o say omo backino with players obetimim eni omo aye adwumam enye se bia wo ti din bia no akwakoto e say omo top player omo silty into Andoni Ariola na system obebom ewo Liverpool Virgil van Dijk say season way aye season din pa at the emane hardest season as a player aye the twamom 2025 2026 Arsenal and Eugene senior nyina ankoye amfama ono as a player they will be back stronger Yankopon 2026 2027 or say this is Liverpool and official manager na wabadom on the support bibia or the emano I was say club no hit him improving afi I'm fighting for trophies next season na Yan Diamande a player Edema RB Leipzig Yan Diamande still Diamante etem Liverpool ntwe omo tidiesa Muhammad Salagali anyhow after before that Luis Diaz etimi koya I was say amofa a sharp winger back home count in the English Premier League uhia wingers amotibon be 2 mirika at the amanamunisa Yan Diamande of RB Leipzig a such player oba obetimim at the name Luis Diaz at the amatim nom amana name Liverpool and na omunyam efi Salah hono Yan Diamande at the abemom na tebuone. Yes, say Leipzig form a balloon around 120 million pounds. Hey, football. Young Diamande for 120 million pounds. And I had a film a toja I want to maintain some now. Mami ko an a slot and Andoni Ariola. And Liverpool legend John Banks akasam afa Andoni Ariola ho or say Andoni Ariola ho oche opinina juma or yem our AFC Bernal fana eche se onyam big club bia with any push kakra bia obetima ayo juma ni at the amount of him support of Liverpool fans na okase ohia the support of Liverpool fans Liverpool fans back Andoni Ariola appointment as new manager. Chelsea, Liverpool fans no ebeta manager na echi.
I think he will make it very clear very quickly that although it says in his title head coach, he's the head honcho. So you either do as he says or you're not going to play, and it's as simple as that. And if they've got big egos, I'd just show them the league table and say, right, that's where it got you. It's got you nowhere. You're fifth. You know, evidently Richard Hughes said to Slot, we've spent all this money on players, we've given you the players you want, we want either the Premier League title or the Champions League. We got fifth, miles behind Arsenal, miles behind Manchester United. It wasn't even close, it was embarrassing. I like Slot, I wanted him to stay, I don't like sacking managers, but sitting there in the last game of the season when he put the 10 minutes up and everyone just went, another 10 minutes of this, that tells it all. Plus the fact I'm reminded of Gerard Houllier, the late great Gerard Houllier. Last couple of games of his tenure, again, stadium wasn't selling out, tickets were being sent back, and his closing gift was to give Rafa the Champions League qualification. So it reminds me slightly of that, and hopefully it'll have the same outcome.
I'm feeling great, man. I really like his style of play at Bournemouth. I like that heavy metal football, and I think he's a great guy. Automatically started speaking about the fans, about the younger players, and how he loves the city and football club. So you can see he's passionate and he's a winner. And I think he will bring success back to Liverpool. I really do. I think he's different by his style of play. His style of play is just on the front foot, and it's heavy metal football. And he's had a smaller team, and he also sold half of his team, and he's still done good. So with a bigger and better team, and he also sold half of his team, and he's still done good. So with bigger and better players, he's just going to do even better. I have not one worry about.
And I'll pay and someone if it John Banks and Australia Ebanti up to Mr. Wamo Samuina Madam support Ebema Club now Mame called Tottenham Spurs na the teacher Sam Roberto Di Zerbi sa Kodi Gakpo or cast in the mood of the system and timpering form and for Kodi Gakpo and for Liverpool madam no me Jumam and for my club no Thomas Frank a confirm Sam on no crowd and campaign pray and you need to do and it's about turning into management a person or to rest kakra na former Tottenham Spurs head coach Thomas Frank after Sam Olivier the club finally on a special message I'm a Tottenham Spurs or say Tottenham Spurs a special club and was a football management is a profession that demands complete commitment every single day. And periods like this are rare opportunities to assess, learn, and gain fresh perspective. And someone run at the above or say Mraway and I was a Tottenham Spurs. No man says a club. Now I'm trying to call ye. Dema I'm a battle for relegation. Now I'm a service issues in a Siena Kajania Seda or the Sedam and my Tottenham Spurs team. I Thomas Frank and then Saba or the Atuja and I pay now. Spurs new signing Andy Robertson and was special message and my Tottenham Spurs fans na TV.
Hi Tottenham fans, it's me, Andy Robertson here. As you can see, I'm not in Glasgow, I'm in America just now preparing for the World Cup. But I just wanted to send you a quick message to say I cannot wait to play for you guys, I cannot wait to meet you guys, I cannot wait to play in the stadium for the first time in front of you, and I'm already looking forward to next season. All the best and I'll see you soon.
Yes, indeed, from camp, national team camp, America, and Andy Robertson, the message way, Tottenham Express, fans, Andy Robertson, we and Roberto Di Zerbi, manager, Emma Express, and some a day name some tuja afa Andy Robertson.
Tell me a little bit about Andy Robertson and what he'll bring to the club.
I'm excited because he's a Scottish player, first of all, and I love Scottish players. And then he brings experience, mentality, qualities, and is a big player for us.
Where does your love of Scottish players come from?
I don't know. I worked with Bill Gilmore in Brighton. I love their mentality, their passion in football.
And about with experience, about with mentality, about with quality. And Roberto Di Zerbi on Andy Robertson. Now, Maminko Leandro Trossard. Now, I say next season, team nom the omoya fi kurabe ketwa. Nyankopon 2026 2027 yebe humbo afi Arsenal bobokorum homo ho ene ye de odi atudwam anopay na report as suggest say Mikel Arteta #1 midfield target in the summer yi ay Sandro Tonali or say also nya Sandro Tonali e won midfield wo asade no Martin Zubimendi mu duba bia na it matters most no mumfe ay mere obehia Sandro Tonali na midfield yi value around £100 million and so utua £100 million abefi Newcastle United abesia kan amount ewo hwa Demeti and prices here and say Ethan Nwaneri a player Newcastle United and some him so amansam ebeka the 19-year-old superstar Ethan Nwaneri na fe abesia kan amatim no na when nya de pa ompe AFC Bournemouth say Junior Early Group Oyakoko bedie wotu nkosua wosan hwane hwem kokoma no so yie momunyini abaya kese manza ono a ana dabban of yanim a otutum trande mayen hoya kodao ya pesa afidi otna anti clubs a ene wotete Junior Early Group ekosia kind amamonom amse amopesa amane no bom Champions League Salvino I determine sa abebom ewo England na Tottenham Express team nom Obebom, I'm working on the official transfer bid. And your reporter, Ekutame Anopay, Tottenham Express Chelsea, Aston Villa, namely, reporter, may take him some Morgan Gibbs White, the latest player. I'm trying to say, I'm from into Chelsea, Morgan Gibbs White, Tottenham Express, and some Morgan Gibbs White, and Aston Villa, and Sudiache. Now, Yentian Semfi John Mikel Obiho, former Chelsea star John Mikel Obi, while reflecting on Chelsea's recent performance and after going forward with Xabi Alonso.
What do you think has gone wrong at Chelsea this last year or so?
What's gone wrong? Everything. I think obviously the model of the recruitment from the owner hasn't worked. The system hasn't worked clearly, and we can all see it. I think we just need to go back to basics. We need to go back to what we are, who we are. With getting all those young players, bringing in a bit of experience into the team, mix the team up with youth and experience. I think that's what we need. We need the players, the young players, to learn from the top players. Obviously, we need characters, we need leaders in the team, and that's what we don't have right now. So hopefully the owners can do that this summer, bring in some top quality players. I think we've got a good manager now. Xabi Alonso, I think, is a young, talented manager. He will bring out the best of these young teams, and he needs time as well. We need to give him time. So let's see what happens. I do think the model didn't work at all, and I'm glad to see that the owners have tried. Now they will try to change it, and hopefully we can get back to. And
John Mikel bisa acquire Chelsea for far so mo transfer no honest na work here and Tapi Alonso Aba on tries to ambepe experience woman amanyini kakra and from fresh squad no betimi adeliver and ye the theme of Perina Sue Eba Manchester United Chief Executive Officer Omar Barada or se club no lucky Sir Omanya Bruno Fernandes as their captain.
We would like him to stay, of course we do. He's had a great season on the pitch, and more importantly, I think he's shown to everybody that he is a great leader. People don't see what he does outside the pitch, and I think this season we've seen him really help the new signings, help some of the younger players, Aiden, Lenny, Ahmad, Patrick, deal with the pressure and the scrutiny, and that takes a lot of bravery and courage for him to have done that, on top of performing really well, achieving what he's achieved on an individual basis, being named the player of the year. He deserves it, and he's earned the right to enjoy those moments.
Enti ano aye Omar Barada ninsem on Bruno Fernandes Casemiro reflected the time with Manchester United nieme koye ema ono Casemiro niema anko ye nyina ochichimu.
São 4 anos, 2 títulos, jogamos final de Liga Europa, joguei outras duas finais que não acabamos ganhando. E você deixa um legado assim de as pessoas sentir saudade de você e o carinho não só com você, com a sua família. Quando você sai na rua, o torcedor vem, te agradece, o clube vem e te deixa uma marca especial.
Manchester United fans in Ukraine, the time with United, I'm going to show a lot of love. Emma, Ono Casemiro, are you happy with Ejuma, Michael Carrick, Ebaya, so far, why you are qualified team for the Champions League in 2026-2027. In Tianwakai, I said no some Paul Labili Pogba on Michael Carrick, or see, oh yeah, great job, our club, and Ukraine. Or a good person, he ain't say Paul Pogba on Michael Carrick.
I think he's doing a great job, and he done it also at the time when he was assistant of Ole Solskjaer. He's a great guy. He has experience. He was a great player, and he has a very good connection with the players. You could see it when he took the team. I guess it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good for United. I wish them the best, obviously, for him and all the staff and the players.
Enti anoya Paula Billy Pogba yemfa England come on see na live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM yembra Spain na yenim come on e was Spain anopay na Henrik Riquelme ase se nyankopon bo adetena ya to abadu wie na so we na confirm sem or the Eugene Klopp abebam amana be ya adwuma ama team no de metete etem sasa Vitinha release clause bi e share contract 135 million euros utua on Sabekam Vitinha. So the questioner among for busa say Vitinha and after Michael Olise sa place me no why pa and Madrid de here in Prempre Madrid de here winger bia obetima cutting in attacking on players no de bona to tona ya sesa na and ansem or here player bia abusuam obetima jam fin no control team no require me some Mourinho a great manager but officer in Prempre Madrid here Jose Mourinho Victor James Osimhen say and command nam no to Barca no ono de on TV bia and yensma oruanom efi na so eba yes Josko Vadio reportedly aka say opposite usiakan ema Madrid club na chase eba and ye diamete and am pay Jose Mourinho team come on or say up 11 loyal warriors on the pitch on Oba Madrid up 11 loyal warriors on the pitch and watching Florentino Perez abusuan de yete etem say openino e calm ono de onso win elections no it transfer bia or was oyema club no gusua oye ochina presidential elections no arabaso Madrid nsano be sisia nambom abusuan de yete say empenini mienu baako pa eba business wise oye super baako so eba sianya club no trophies oye super until be kakra about the two personalities onim say Florentino Perez ya kana se me oyo bia first contested presidential elections in 20 years. 2 decades ni afena omoye official elections. Florentino Perez is incumbent president in office since 2009, with earlier spell 2000 to 2006 seeking another term. Henrik Riquelme is a businessman or a renewable energy entrepreneur officially on himself oyobia e basi kasem ni ade enye issues kra emfa emano key campaign issues no bi and Florentino Perez I emphasizing on continuing so obeto so na club no agi trophies odo na club ni sikasem etimi ejeje ye wa promise with players or de ebebam and afi requirement so acclaim sem Ukraine baby a club no ekoro nko ye Womusam club no omako 2 seasons near without a trophy or bar or the Rodri bebam or the Ellen Haaland bebam na campaign message no why dear pa and our common for team no credit Florentino Perez no for a done socials no abusuam the teachers on meto abanom at the amana etna enti awonsem abinom na Florentino Perez socials ne say opening a boy or creating multiple Champions League dynamics on himself 5 seasons 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018 later 2022, 2024 ningina oje European dominance na almost same osane some of the club's greatest players inti ningina ayenema opinion etimi ayewe fi solo say happy birthday to Mary Owusu Tinkran or say may you live to see your great grandchildren from Abigail and Abusuanina. And I feel say happy birthday to Gifty Nana ya say wa tum from Opapa Gilbert. Enti anopay ya den confirm cross un semnom esiha. Yane kanjen and magic drinking water 18 komo Steven ewaha and I feel other members nina ewaha. Nti kanjen die en supapa unuma ebebo pa. Siwo good morning.
Good morning.
Said be fine.
I ready to be fine.
See, you bet you na anopay and some pa odifi kanjen and magic drinking water say ebado the TV.
Right. Mami chetie for na ya mama kwaba enso emfamra enkomudie so bomode se obetwen na wetie ana se obegina so na ye nyina ya bonkomo se ne tie sanse ewiase so nipa address ye pia bonten a then you call the combinations ho sanse opese na appearance no correct na ne makon kan sanso na udidi nso a aya na yatu yemfo se the balanced diet the aduane abema wapomode no akon kan enti a ne yani ho ba eba ni nsuo di a nipa bebre na en chedam pay particular attention to it senator na ebia na wani ko nsuo ho de na nso unhyeda en no mu asuko ehu senator na no pay kangen energy drinking water any nsuo mekamfo edi amount na so wo kangen enoma me ba cho enwa no wo kangen energy drinking water enoma enwa no na no pay je yehwe na yaka ho asem no eye eba de say wo hydrate your system no ye share longevity the effect of hydrating with kangen energy drinking water on longevity na ka longevity a na ye ka so nipa wotena se ache nipa unyina ache na wetimi atena se ache a enyina ache ansana ene wetimi akọ krechi na se wefras atiasefo asase so na wakọ akọhwe se bia wotena asase so bobrapa na the next life no so benya kwanya akọtena mu yie ana se bia you are going to condemnation nemom ye wasase so yi ye dia pomode na etena asase so esenti nsu a wonom ko bu na wo so hwe ni na ye ka ne saa no onipa benyina cha de ntia wo so ma wani ko nsuo ho ne se ensu a wonom se acid ewumu a emmoa emasa longevity no emma se ubenyina che no emma na ye ka acidic water so bi no nsu a eye acidic a na ye ka nsu a ni potential of hydrogen pH no eye below 6.5 na je se eye purely acidic na ensu a ni pH no below 6.5 no se o test a no pacho ade a o test kra na nyama nhyada nkoyi o test a obenya color eye yellow obenya color bi ho kra eye red obenya color eye orange na je say lemon green light green na je say acid den e won nsuo no na mo kange na naje drinking water ne de eno no eye nsu a acid bia yɛ den enim sɛ wohwɛ video yi a etwa gu ɛwɔ so ya ɛnyɛ bibia ɛyɛ kangen water machine no ɛna esi so yi die kuta nipa na ɔde yɛ test no yɛfrɛ no pH tester ɛno na yɛde test nsuo no hwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ acidic anaasɛ ɛnyɛ acidic kangen water machine no ekuta 2 tubes enti produce nsuo no nyinaa ɛba bɔnten no ɛyade a nsuo no at the same time wohwɛ wode gyene w'ani na hwɛ wo a wohwɛ wo Facebook ana TV so no gyene w'ani na hwɛ ne din ɔnsɛ kangen water machine no de nsuo ɛfrɛ no K8 machine ɛno na nsuo no ɛfɛ mu ɛba no ɔnsɛ pipe ketewa bi nam aseɛ hɔ ɛno na nsuo epie efiri mu ba ketekete ɛno na so ɛno so de pH tester no so ma ɔnsɛ color na ɛba no yɛ yellow hwɛ ne yie paa ɔnsɛ color no ɛyɛ sɛ orange ɛyɛ sɛ yellow that color no gyina hɔ ma acid ɛkyɛ sɛ nsuo no yɛ acidic na mmom deɛ kangen water no yɛnom no yɛsɔ de bɛdwa so no yɛnom no ɛno ne tube kɛseɛ na ɛwɔ machine na pampam no a ɛfiri soro no ɛba no ɔnsɛ ɛno no deɛ so ɔde pH tester no ɛtɛste ɛno no a ɛma color ɛyɛ purple na purple no gyina hɔ ma purely alkaline water ɛno nti na kangen water no acid bi ayɛ dɛn ɛnim no kangen water acid bia enim enti sɛ yɛka acidic water ni yɛka nsuo a ne pH no ɛyɛ below ɛyɛ 6.5 wohwɛ ɛyɛ right up here that's your say acidic drinking water ɛyɛ below 6.5 and typically it does not cause direct internal toxicity on its own the moment it poses severe indirect health risk sɛ obi onom nsuo na nsuo no ɛyɛ acidic a it poses the indirect severe health risk ɛkyɛ sɛ wapɔmuden no ɛwo nsɛm no ɛbɛɛden ɛde ama wo na ɔwɔ sɛ acid ɛyɛ corrosive ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛtumi ɛwewe honam ani ɛtumi wewe honam no ɛtumi ɛma ɛkuro kora deɛ dɛn ɛbɛda honam ani na ɛkɔse leach and harmful heavy metals ɛwɔ mu sɛ nɛteɛ enti that is the effect sɛ wɔnom nsuo a acid wɔ mu na kangen water no acid ɛni ɔsɛ a demonstrate from the video ama wɔn sɛ kangen water no yɛwɔ baabi a acid no sɛ machine produce nsuo no a yɛwɔ baabi a acid no ɛfa acidic water no ɛfa ɛno deɛ ɛma deɛ yɛsɔ de abɛdwama so no ɛno emu koraa na ɛade a deɛ ɛde bɛdwama so no na purely alkaline enti betumi akɔ yanim and that is kangen energy drinking water na sɛ wohwɛ onom nsuo a acid ɛwɔ mu a effect ni bi ɛna ɛda so yi no ɛde a gastrointestinal distress ɔsɛ low pH water no ebetumi irritate ɛna delicate lining of your stomach and digestive tract sometimes aggravating acid reflux or indigestion onom nsuo a acid ɛwɔ bebree a deɛ ne sɛ etimi ma o stomach o yam lining na ɛwɔ hɔ na ɛbɔ digestion ɛho ban no etimi ada etimi sɛ no ɛmɛ deɛ ɔhaw de ɛbrɛ nipadua no ɛtɔ da krampo na etimi aggravate acid reflux ne sɛ wodidi a na gyinagyina ɔbo na ɔbo so hyehyew na wo kesu saa na unhu so because waduane a wodi no aduane na nkasa ɛbɔ hɔ na yɛ acidic na ɛnsa wonom yɛ acidic na unsu a wonom so yɛ acidic these are the problems you face and after so nutrient absorption disruption sɛ wotaa ingest nneɛma a ɛyɛ acidic bebree tie bi a unsu a wonom yɛ acidic un testing hwɛ yɛmfa education mu wɔ ho na wohwɛ ehu yɛ enyi nsuo ni ɛno anso na da bia wonom a ɔsesa wonom no bebree it can potentially disrupt the body's delicate acid base balance nipadua no nyankopɔn nyansɛm no o create nipadua no in such a way say acid kakra wo ma ɛboa ma aduane a wodi netimi yam ɛna alkaline so wo mu ɛboa ma nipadua no nya pomodin but sɛ wonom acidic water bebree a deɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ ade disrupt that balance na ɛgyina sɛ acid kakra ɛyɛ alkaline kakra ɔbɔ sɛ na acid na bɛdɔɔso na nipadua no brɛ that is effect of obi ɔnom nsuo a yɛdɛ ɛyɛ acidic water enti kangen energy drinking water no pɛ the video na yɛkyerɛ wo no wohu sɛ acid bi anyɛ dɛ ɛnim sɛ machine no containing titanium coated platinum plate ɛwɔ machine no mu nti wohu sɛ nsuo no machine no already ɛɛba bɔntena at the same time alkaline water ne pie firi soro hɔ no na yɛsɔ ɛno bɛdwama so no na acid na ɛwɔ mu ne chlorine na ɛwɔ no so nam pipe na ɛwɔ machine na ase no so no emu epie na ɛno nam baabi enti kangen water no acid bi anyɛ dɛ ɛnim that is the reason why sɛ so obiara ɛnya kangen water na ɔnom enti me nua neza wɔ ha ɔbɛboa yɛ with yɛ contact numbers no ne Kumasi Brema UGC o place order na yɛ free delivery Ghana ha baabiara yɛwɔ agent across baabiara sɛnɛtia ne mo yɛ numbers no mepatwɔ neza bɛboa yɛ na wɔfa numbers o hwɛ wɔ TV so a screen no so no number no wɔ hɔ saa so no wɔ social media so a screen no so numbers no wɔ hɔ na mo neza bɛboa yɛ for the sake of air radio and others ne afa number no na wɔ place order sisi a kangen water yɛ be deliver
well Steve in Phil Frey on 0241 0241
0241
44
44
91
91
91
91
0241
0241
44
44
91
91
91
91
and after 050
050
73
73
79
79
474
474
050
050
73
73
79
79
474
474
I actively on WhatsApp and I see our home kind of befriends.
Good. Enti yantua ya disua no so on say kanje water ye ba ya ka say ya disua ha ene ye kire na uhwa we also the primary human health effects of drinking water by tainted by acidic corrosion no include ye ka human effect enya ewo ni pedua so be no nsu acid wom emma wontimi nyinche no na bi wo no say heavy metal toxicity na the most significant danger is lead poisoning no say nsu ni bi wo no metal e friend lead ewum senetie na dia na eye or say it causes severe neurological and developmental delays in children abofra na dwene say na dwene be developing them na with my smart na with me a reason for him or herself no ade etimi delay ntu sa akwara no onyini na so ne nyama oye no adwene mu onyini wa adwene mu senetie these are the effects ever na when it comes to adult penin so there or say penin no penin it leads to high blood pressure or kidney issues in adults. Into be a utanom nsa highly acidic utanom insua highly acidic no abrebian o kidneys no they are at risk o blood pressure ebekosoro because of these things and there emwani pedua no ebia wonnimu nti enu nti na kangen water say ye ba ye beto nsuo ne ama no ye kire o senti esesa wuchusu kangen na wutimi nom na we rest assured because kangen water ne de se wan kasa oni pH test akro be test nsuo no ofie no wahwe se etese ya de ye ba be kire mu ye de science no ebaake ema wutimi nsampa nsuo we ye nsuo a obetimi de ho atoso na wanoma problem bi anya den enim senetie that dental erosion yes obi a wota consuming a lot of acidic substances and yama wonom no acidic bebre no wo se kura no enya issue e wo so etubo se o na wo se no e ho wewe na ho wewe bo se wo se no esi so na ase na kete bo na se no bedu bebi wo yes acha wo se no kura betimi abu that is the effect of acid e wo di pedua no so no betimi akoyanim so that is kangen water for you the entia kangen water ne de acid bi anima enkofa sa ha we emrew na wo betimi atena se ache na wetimi anyini ache akowanim no that is it enti number no ene ye di kan di atodwa no bomoden na fresh sisia no pe ya kase ya ye ti studio ha enye ye ne be fa numbers no na kangen water ni production no video ni bi ene da so yi na ye kase ensuo a wo betimi di ho atoso a problem bi anim me kasa earlier me kan say kangen water machine contain plate bi a friend titanium platinum plate na platinum plate na no who design any video and that's we also plate ya chem ye wo the negative side and then the positive side ensuo no na nam mfimfie na electricity power no na nam a chem ni to hwe mu a on say a split alkaline no na water up no a purple color no na acid no na nam ase no no so red color no eno kire say ensuo no eba bonten no acid no na ba bi ayi acid na film na alkaline no eba nti we na makangen water no extraordinary edim obia enti numbers ni na ye produce ensuo na afa enie on say machine ni wa produce ensuo no wa sort direct from the machine afa obe test am won say acid no na nam ase but alkaline na waso no na water so say purely alkaline blue purple color straight nature say sensual way no there is no way obenya acid bia ewum enu nti na manfo ente kangen water ho dia and superstars because kangen water international brand from the UK oko America oko Canada and especially baby technology ni free no Japan amanfo bebre na use ewo omufie because people have understood the fact say ene ebrekonanim na Dr. Henrik Otto Warburg say no disease including cancer can exist in an alkaline environment obi a wonnom onum nsu ya alkaline udi nuane ya alkaline no yare ntimi na oni pedua mu mane nye yeda that is Dr. Henrik Otto Warburg or a German chemist utimi weni Nobel Prize back in the 1931 on no discover cancer any kwa fa so treat cancer no cancer kra no enyini e be acid wo but obi a oni pedua na purely fully alkaline uta nom nsu ya alkaline udi nuane ya alkaline yare mpo cancer crant mint nam zani etie enti kangen water numbers no maminja fama minuana on for numbers ne my view wa wo show TV so no screen so numbers no ho radio so me patch all my numbers in the MP
from 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 050 73 79 474 050 73 79 474 I actively on WhatsApp in Cyber Albe Frey now near Naboncomo.
Okay.
Yeah, Brenna, so yeah, sorry.
Tibo Nima. Tiwi. Good morning, Jibo. Please tell the Kanjin man that for about 1 month we don't have some in Accra.
Okay. Jetina say Nancy Okasa no correct in them throughout the month of May. You be a challenge kakra. Shrink rule na yedi wrappings you know. Ha a short in fact Kumasi ni nyebi. And a crack so still na ye nyebi. Inti it take a very long time. But see idea. Yamiadum aba ama yensa kanti and rock deliveries asha say orders buy na because of
you see the master tier supply.
I assess ya air supply and rock cast ni be coy and
that's it. Stibo ni ma yedamase. That's a so we quite a juada and me do my best and Sunday says here a zali 1 week prepare that's when you bo African way the next weekend you may be that when okay Oyerepa 100.7 weekend edition of today's sports air twaso okay yeah, that and what danger man at then there should be aboko.
Oh, boss.
And okay.
He said the one I me hear one.
And soon ya me
Namitiasi.
Nyame be ya bibia.
No me kwa na so red.
Sir.
Is he baby me told na 15
filling station be any kwa so.
Okay. Na ma filling station ba na ka meet madam ho.
Sir.
Ba na madam ho ndane.
Ada oka no ba reverse ni
ka be na reverse ni
oh yeah oni pa baby o mo kan na mo tin ko reverse
oh boss jaisa na o to ka no na o ba ki a o to ka no
abrantie bi amani tua no say ye wo ka bebre wo krom ha ba fo ntimi ko reverse
do ba na o to ka enti wo mo je da no mutu ka no
o mo kwa mo ko manima
no akon wan sa
omunya ba bi e ho so no mo
no challenge tab
amam for problem okromo awo say wonim cars enam kwan so a ye nkonkon a ko na chi
o si na numa wo so wo kwa edi
no so si kwan so dia oboa
edi say
am say cars bebre wo ha eye cars etu kwan ko achiri ebi ko nkran ebi ko tamale ebi ko sunwane ebi ko takwa Cape Coast any mia would do for reverse even ni
oh boss I say we there
I'm telling you
never going to be to check no we can reverse him what can say
no na me catch them me say no kwa o opa minimum mo betin test DVL for o do mo Poku stations ahodo no
cars apaki sisi
o mo ko cars na eload no o mo kan che cars ni nyina so mo ko reverse
na say cars no uko station uko du hono mo a say utimi ewurem ni wuremu no se udwe ni wuremu a upia je so do achi
ohun ka odu station was mon komani na mentwa me ho mechim abafo ohun bi
me ba cho me je binya hu ye we dey e be dey kakra say e ka say reverse na wo di ka ni pakisi we ka reverse ni
it's cars be brave and them kuma reverse o dear asama making me sure so mo mutie omo experience bi no omo ede omo dance ebeba Michael Abebio
e be branch ni enye
Michael Abebio o say Jibu tell Harry that I support you. My former boss at Utek FM had same car, couldn't go reverse. Asambana mega choba for enya go
another could be ebia reverse you know dia no be a problem about ho na say bia some small na say
na problem ba ka ho na ontimi ko reverse enye ba you ka na nya
look how be ya na akose we start bisa na akose
cars bibre yen
say minimum car minimum bia na car ontimi fa first into chi say bia o ya no force da akoted na we dey too
yo ati danger
boss
yɛmfa nhyehyɛ so kakra yɛkɔ nti ɛnɛ ɛhe na ade yɛfa
ɛnɛ Jordan akasa
Jordan Ayew captain of the Black Stars
captain the last World Cup when na captain
the last World Cup did Ayew
na eni nua no to hand baton no de ama no ema he said one kra no na on say eya na nipa bia no yes obu ha yes he's walking in another person's shadows also no sade no debi he's living his own life onya dia be na so ni papa nya the greater be the pale therefore he's walking in the shadows of ni papa and I say ni nua the day on say omo anuafo no de ono ni the dinner omo gaining prominence in terms of at least on the highest level. Of course I say abedimu ano we say abedina Kofi Ayew ho na Sola ho na abedi pele na mu na Kwame so ho no mo ba ekoye abedino ne Kwame no na ase omo no ompeja ko soro even though na Kofi Ayew no mbobo pa o sa Kofi no ni mbobo papa Kofi Ayew no ni mbobo papa only there me I suspect say na itiri there because of Bediane Brakodu ye no Sola Ayew Sola was also a very good player but omo gaining much prominence pa no abedi then Kwame ebedi achiri sana e man nso so abeye Dede and Jordan even though Ibrahim so ebo bia fine ya dia but sana kokwe o say he's not working in anybody's shadows he's living his oboni bra nti ye ba your voice o hono na ye de anamba ta achiri na manfo atibi na nyese bia ye na ye de asemato obi so boss the president of the Ghana Football Association kasana Samini Solo mi pamcho Samini Solo mun fanche mi pacho mi hiamo den na ye se me mu yesa production we won China I say what say ono o interfere wo coach bia wa fa no Blasters mu da on say I'm so beto kwesi apia me bo say every president obeto kwesi apia kakra na ofa siki akono na odi mmofo so aba na broni apa me say wa fa ni second broni ni
ora ketokreku
say Milo o ka say enye so bolo
I'm say the second one
the second broni ni
Carlos Cruz
broni bibini so
Otuado
there be back no
where Chris Hughton on say broni bibini enso so na Otuado nso so enti wasisa kochi say wa fa mu ba kokre no no wada sorry da ka chen say awe coach for player we bo and for player we bo oso onye bi da woni wiase ha but boss the enti am say Samini Solomra no ono na ka kire Ghana ni wiase nyina say ono as a president on tena ho ma coach and select players ono na numo enti wa contradict ne ho nti your voice no ho but on me pesa voice no so nka ho ma yen na yen fa 22 no na yen hunu say asem no ebia me na me de to no so ana ase no oppose wa kunyam eti boss every president akasa na eno so ho no ye ba na ye de eno so enso aba be ka ho na asem no tie ni ye
emu de na me tie ni ye
every president o tie ni ye
na do asem o
tie ni cheche mu ni ye pa oni dile o tie ni ye
nyon de kan
o say how see no very smart e fa ba bi no o ka say wo ye coach na wo nemu squad even so coach the women's team o coach any of the junior national teams ye wo escoa we are answerable to them enti wona ado wonsem nyina abeko no wako cheche no so wo questions o matimi obisa wo etu di ba esco ho na bia o say say na mpese mi yim team no no mbu say bisa questions na afa mu nyina mo toatoa na say ye adwense samba enu ye mfe interference
say na positive interference kwa
o say enu no mo ye enti enu no ntimi classify as interference
chese o mo chire o madwen
mo toatoa
now say ye wo adwenchire ye wo adwen toatoa ene wo interference the three are not the same the adventure there which you leave it to the whoever the coach or whoever to or decide what you are doing no ye to adwen ye rubbing our minds together. Okay, no, I can't. No, watch it. We are naming no akujina baby for. I say okay, based upon ABC na yɛn nyinaa aka ne deɛ ɛna yɛgyina ha no ma bɛbɔ nti yɛn nyinaa yɛagye atom sɛ yɛgyina ha ɛna interference ne sɛ coach ne gyina ha kamede Marvin Dabi nyɛ Marvin Senaya deɛ ne wɔfa bɛɛ fi ayɛ kamede Derek Con na ɛkɔ ama me koraa no ma congratulate Derek Con sɛ ɔkɔ World Cup me na me fɛ Derek Con bɔ na ma ne sɛ Derek congratulations you are going to the World Cup wɔsi me fa Baba Rahman nkɔ me mpene so ɛyɛ interference. But so what the difference? No, in my view, maybe I'm wrong. So who will be or any other one, but this is the way I see it. Me the Derek Con echo. Me coach Carlos Cruz, my friend Derek Con Poku trying to say, Derek, congratulations, you are going to the World Cup. Am I or no Bob on no man if you one city, I move to another city, or one walk of Basa, so train no say, play no Ababa journey, team no Wales, Ninkayina, someone more making go hobby. There be president say there be massa or somebody within the top hierarchy of the FA. I see there be massa for Baba Rahman ko or for a particular player.
See bibi omo ye bia no omo toa.
There be say a ban the second third one need the ban sadia that is interference. But there can be a positive interference which me no problem. Boss, tell me we wake up diary no. Okay, the story of Rujamila and the president Paul Biya. Yeah. That was positive interference. But who didn't enjoy Rujamila? Who didn't enjoy Rujamila at the World Cup?
Yeah, positive when Rujamila could deliver.
Of course, I say the positivity of it, you know. The end product, you know, the end result, you know. And no the beginning, no the.
So,
but when you are convinced,
Baba Rahman, the infant said the whole kind of sanity. Se Baba Rahman delivered the World Cup a positive interference.
And
the end train.
Oh, say there are people who think say we have been harsh on Baba Rahman. That error no is not enough for the kind of attack na akone so no. And you may want to agree with those people. And it's okay say entwen ameti ase. You want to hear mu. Baba will have to also do something. I bema adwuma na mpanifo bia ye abo na ma waba back into the national team no. Ebe wie peye. Ebe so ani because for now we know that he's one of the captains. And being one of the captains, a lot is on him. His attitude in the Wales game there, now too casual for a captain. Because when he was bypassed, he had everything to stop the ball. He had every opportunity to stop the ball no one na or my ball on the call and eventually no it could lead to the goal. When he said we have had people who are questioning the position of Asari and are refusing to question Baba Rahman's attitude. If you say we are rational, now we question the position of Asari. Minkasa they don't have the right, or Asari's position was right. Minkasa, but if you look at Asari's position and you think that was wrong, Baba Rahman had every opportunity to stop the ball, to stop the ball from going into the 18 and send equally to the goal, no, which he was very casual. He didn't do it. And he said, of course, you say yeah, there, Obama interference on Abe negative, and then it becomes questionable. But yeah, started here, yeah, Panama. Kinka free kick be to Baba Masu Payane Demuno, 1 Panama, Yakoyanim. Yes, yeah, England, the more you ding. Kiki Baba ko ye close bibi obi ahede ahye ana ono kwa de namni na mu ono akobo ahye ana say waye bibi yakokra me atwa na me de penalty aba na penalty abeto akobo apa ahye Baba de ye koye nim
enti ye ntwan ne ehwe de Baba be ye
enti Baba betimi ama the interference of those who got him in there are positive and now say are negative. Depend upon the output of the man. Tiano so every president
Kwame wa Ablekuma or say
Ablekuma
danger man stop arguing
and I mean that you Kwame
there are a lot of those cars in Accra
jai Kwame nyai sadie no what do you say Ablekuma what take care na business what take care na say Pentecost junction na say Ablekuma inside ankasa
maybe say okay danger yanko
e boss every president voice dey be pedi mienu na e dey abana ye dey abe ye dwuma na ye kwa enim na nsan na Chama Yusuf ɛde ne sa hyɛ ne bottom
has national chapters committee
ɛna ɔno a kɔkɔ maa has bɔbɔ kuro no 50,000 Ghana cedis
ɛyɛ NCC na anaasɛ ɔno a
ɛyɛ ne sika NCC for ne sika NCC is broke House of Folk NCC has been broke since blema eche wa ame be noko ya me council him bia me cause mo bia me akek ame ye
skabia no ma
fade omuni taku omuni simpoa na se ka se ye audit na dia sembeba nyene na nsen ya obi so say alaja kan bi omusi ka bi alaja kan bi no mo nkoje no urefi enti omuni kapre alaji Yusuf na ne botom ska cars na otonton da na osisi na ade na bi na oyiye na ode koma ha se enugase sabi akanfo se mfato kaniba de ekọ na eya ye din
enugase bi de
eka wona ntin so ampanifo se sabi na akanto na ne House of Folk ye twoma bo so na we wom de we kawo na mo nyesika ntua kawo na mo nyesika ma players ni dio na nya players kan ntua coaches kawo na mo nyesu afede ono as the NCC chama wo se me na metena na me ka se onye bibi na wati na so pam na watu sa na mo no wie ye no na mpanifo se na ye free na ekro so we striker we se obed we hwan so pese wo ha sika fakosi alaji Yusuf so
so we
chitani bia
na pese o de okoye donation ma ha sa
fasi Yusuf so
fako NCC chairman
o de man o de beba
ontimi fa open ma
da bi men fa da bi betman say wakodina put mine was makoma players iska obi hu say was wakodina NCC hono na questioner production team ye bisa and it's House of Folk poor, it's House of Folk broke, it's House of Folk in financial turmoil, it's House of Folk in financial meltdown. It's the question yes you bisa. You person you defa so. Now so bisa we tie for and we for my so mo so mo say it's House of Folk in a financial disaster, financial calamity. Akodu pointer, e say no, akwela la sulala, se ne be ye betimi.
Ada omo ka change for so muniska umro muska.
Boss who video no be na mo ya mo video no fan so me da mo me boss we be no ohun de
cross management na de ko dan NCC for see eniska na mo mre iska sana be so che
na NCC for mo nya house for
e be NCC for na to no mo fu so season na ba na wie yen contribute to the club and om do musika koye
uti the ban and say hotel do to go say home the house go FIFA want
na hotel so team go obede na
you be da
e den na be jan so go FIFA
look at me say yes omotu am so true eku bank no transfer scan de ko so on say eno so be ayinti boss nti ewie no this question has been boggling our mind and na say obed and na say what did nkomo na anti minu akwa ba say we there was say we for issue no ba why are there oh that for me boss me are there na me kuma na wa fa issue no ba
say o bona ba
me bona ba so say
and on so ajo so
inti ma me to so na me ma there eti no our question is the Kotoko board right in their delaying for the appointment or they are missing the time
sense subi
say Kotoko board no omo say omo nya abote say omo atwintwe omo na ase no omo dia make appointment no omo ye right and say mre no kotia wo omo currently it's about 19 or 20 days 19 or 18 days or 18 or 19 days for pre-season to commence
and they say
and then 22
days more
24
days more
sir okay we dey be adwuma me dey make calculate
say obe say pre-season be start 1st of July meboa until 24 days
okay more. Until 24 days to go, no coach, no CEO, no sporting director, no management, no nothing.
There is something coming.
I see when I'm coming much I don't know. Yes, sporting director be do kuma say ye hu no. Ye ti di din, ye nim baby ote, ye nim baby oda, ye nim the oil.
What the story ba. Afi be drew the official announcement because when you official of the club. Club na so your official announcement.
Of course, no two ways about that.
Because of your credibility. as danger man sort of chance now what your checks I do story about who they why your story sort of I'll believe in your story but the official announcement
the only you be no me who the oye no but we no me pacho
the official announcement there club no
na be and they no two ways about you be ampo ntimi nyimfiri wo musem they have that right and I'm at say some person use some social media channels no at the yes to grow those you know and no be problem say you me me chiri blogger or ti wey say onya asem ne e o be kwakoto nkofo be kwakohe e be grow YouTuber okay enti ono what was say what coach ndi o be kwakoto na wapehwe na kira kwan wahwe na dwuma waye owiasem na braba obo nyina the coaching records nya no de go na kotoko chitafo akotie bi e be grow ezi kotoko na mu nu pese o grow ni de no I'm for it but me point ni say sisi no yeah tina as production team no our concern is that
the mo busa question
yeah busa wo anyway tiefo
busa question na minti
so the question is
tiefo nyina etie
is
as for we busa question ba cho we de kana ayi me na na inu anochewa o wa brankesi nyame ni onti asibi na me show say wan hwekọ inu anochewa eduru a
odon so na
wan send message kwa
odanu ye beba
wan send message wan ha bi otie ano afre so be so che
eso chere na dwen aka ye ni baji o
na kotoko no se de esi ku amanfo
kotoko de gofo pe
enani be em se enro achi ye pon adwuma me si fo ma na me hia Mr. Adjumai Bosheba
papa
ulmai
na no takre me
ene ne yire maimi na duo sijibu na
yekoto yi
Abdul Mai said they think ka ko dem say ade say they si ku dem say do ko ka board osna yekoto ko yi enyo ma ko say me da me no
koto say ko fo pe no matrasia busa me question bi say omo ya na ye de kotoko no mo heso no ya na omo ehunu ana omo te na omo measure omo ya aware say kotoko no it touches on the opium of a lot of people
omo nimpa
that kotoko ye obi ohun kotoko nti obitima e bibia o wiase ha
omo nimpa
wonim so obi ohun mo ase ye kotoko timi ne yire yaka
yeah
me befie men kasa mo men frame no akoda bi on pe kasa people live kotoko people their life is kotoko minimum bi a ono kotoko obitima e bibia de makotoko wiase ha na no papa bi wose wo kasa nfa banko yi musuo kra na kotoko ho nto no be that is the level people be muko whether obuan as or man dem ntimi nkyere but there are people who thinks like that tina e shekotoko bi tiko na ka je shekotoko bi ko jina dazo obi mu na we no that's what we are talking about nti say the kotoko ne ma wo a ka hu say nipa dodo pim akoma na abedi wunsam bo mani die omo bibia na abedi wunsam ti don't munyenyi personal
wasem ni nyina say ofu say board need delay
ye question ye bisa no say is the board taking the right approach by delaying appointment to ensure they get the best people for the job, or is the club already losing valuable time ahead of the new season? And the question you say, Kotokono, and pennyfo no board for now. Open so the team na show almost say omo hwechiri mano na omo nsese asanteman ni Ghana japade no. Omo delay na omo delay no. Eye ne kwan so anu no se de be ya omo benye nipa sefata abaya adwuma no ana se emre enho emre kotia wo mo asam ere de enu kwa de obi phone lines my ye ne etie for kwa gepe wadahuruma with the 5 calls kwa na be fikra be piki kwa gepe ye pacho me solo ni same ye pacho say ye pese wonu etie for no boy ye producers won se da bia no e ya na ye na nkofo bu say asem ene de yeso de fa so se busa ye wonu etie for no mayen se munwa ye se enti kotoko no de akwantie ye ni saa ye bibia ye kama ye nkoso nya abotre ntwen awtwen mu ye se oba che wadwaye a na osiesie ne ho
osiesie ne ho ye
oye ne ho ye na no obi wa
ye ni soso
oye ne ho ye na no onua gada aka asem bi kire me mintimi nka o se saa asem na o maka to ho no on de oye investigation na eburu sania ye na wo ye no o se brosa o se wo mo kwa no de asese da kwa biaye ho
mame mbisa wo side ansa na bia medwen ho na se be fa course be 5 bia na yetimi afa sa course 5 no
eche bi kwa afa so
o fu so mu delay ana se eyoba o she adwaye a o chese wa che but o siesie hu ye na ba
me de me fa ne so mu delay me de in my view because omunye new to the kotoko job these people has been in Kotoko before. In fact, omo bae na na penkraba na omo kwen na penkraba na omo asaba. And ones that have even stayed away for far too long, sir. And now, at least, say me kind of me kind year dia. You did officially cry about even though me information let me say they knew they were coming to do the job. No money that some months before you announce them officially, you know. But even say the official they cry na year juma kwana. Busumi be me no di etwam. Busumi be me no di etwam. Enti brana na mo ekwekwe mu amo hwe se ye be season no mo gya ho akono na sa bre no nanka omo do mani kakan penkofo no mba ye nyuma omo no mba ye nanka sa bre no sa nkofo no so afiase o se football ho boss na woni baba e camp for Ntino Perez and the other candidate no mo come as
Enrique Requemi
o se omade na omo ye no inisef nko ano a shift discussion at the call Real Madrid so and now everybody is talking about Real Madrid. They had a poor season. Barcelona na winning league, you know. Everybody should be talking about the league winner. But Nkofu is so strategic, so tactful to the point that we want to create good vibe around the club. We want to create good vibe. That's how I say more case what the club be so be me so obo won't me yet. Now also this can boy say obo. But at least we want create a vibe that we are Madrid supporter, you feel proud, you feel good, there's something to talk about. Today, there's nothing to talk about Kotoko. Your whole one day, we say, do we announce Nkofo?
And so also star no.
Star ni bi whole no ni workability no.
Nana kwesi say, okay, Nana kwesi say, Danger Man wants Kotoko to be run on the radio.
Says who? What is he talking about?
Mame fa we sun ka ho na wa yi ni nyina no abom. But for leave these noblemen to mind their business. Because by 3 years' time, you same people will cry. Nana will cry to Nana to collect his team. And also, mama say,
Obahema, I can form the force a dom, Omani Suda or Sunta Crachu. Enti, so Omo ye, na ye fair, they will be hailed. Nano boss, what's now this same studio where Minyakum actually team, and I will say. Say obi ekotoko adwuma na actually one na kan and somebody said it here say we ekotoko adwuma say uba santima mu hade a em say senka opim so achi no wo kra na say wo ya aba anisa in terms of prepare me say Ghana nyina kra in fact across the globe say just obi a wo ne kotoko ntu kwan da say wo maybe the me ne kotoko tu kwan wo ne kotoko tu kwan actually wo ne kotoko tu kwan a and wo how big kotoko is. And Kotoko is so big that say, Oba be so mua, Obia di besan. Sabin Pediasan, ya Papa Joseph, why the construction work here, why na kwan, what is Obia Kokan was da. Bakotoko the man there. Now, what be a public a friend. And Uncle so bet my be public enemy. And leaving them alone so bianco so muso okobo na akoyom bibi obi anka bibi boni ntia wo mo asemo ye bisa no say wo de me the date no eka 24 days to go for pre-season. Who call into the media space around the globe? Oh, team way or more targeted player way you are linking to team way coach way yes on the most likely you hear it, boss. And maybe okay, me. And I think you have said here, then we have said it very honestly. Say, sometimes some of these news now are not a secret around. No, clubs and they shut that leaking the more media to test the grounds and I say to generate some discussion. And sana, it go on more. Almost and the fact that the media will be talking about you, it inures to your own benefit. Kotoko, immediate pass. No, immediate pass. On the that you more appointed will be down. David, the position there.
David. Branson
communication. Where immediate pass because beyond my beam.
Oh, say Savudu Kwaba.
Savudu no Branson communication.
Oh, communication. And
Branson can.
Oh, but say a muchim. It doesn't mean so be mad.
You can't be reasonable.
Okay, I'm up for the questions about Pau. Yabeba Honia Baby na. Yabuan say for all the embarrassment the club has suffered in the last 3 years, I'm okay even if they spend 6 months to reset. Okay. Yabuan there our day aba no. Michael Osu AK was said, but we have been told by you guys that we want a full-time CEO, not a part-time CEO. If not, I believe they have appointed a CEO by now. It's not by force to have news about Kotoko every day. I believe they want to do things right in their second coming. And no, Michael Usu AK. Nana Akwesi so say, striker ask Danger Man if he knows the board of directors of Liverpool.
What kind of question is that? Now who doesn't know? On one go was only more own woman. Who doesn't know them? What more? I don't want more young for you. Say baby, who doesn't know them? Now me make Kotoko the board of directors minimum. Me Mr. Joshua minimum him. Minimum the damn in shot double in Casada. My cousin sempre say me who know. Now some go for one anymore mudi. There be I pay way for yam bobo di ohano. Sometimes ya omunya take aka no munya some comparison. Na ya enye se bia enim na ye ka. Me makasa pese be ko hu Mr. Joshua. Me pese me makasa. Makasa Kotoko secretariat me se me ko ho.
Danger, baba, it may be your phone line somehow.
And boss,
come on, I'm a deca. Danger, come on.
Young come on the bed 10 minutes, now, Oba was my mark.
Yeah, the conversation about Mupe news, you know, and Mwaka. As if any penny appointing a Eugene obey.
The news,
let's tell some people. The news is like 2% of the whole appointment. 98% work. News they say just a day. And you see, people go like, oh, mun discuss Kotoko. Mun discuss Haas, mun discuss Ghana football. And the matter is someone sign a player. But we are discussing them. Because there is news. And these same people that will tell you don't discuss our game. No? These are the same people that will tell you stay away from getting the
Sometimes
news.
You don't know what they want.
Stay away from getting the news. Oh. The same people at Chelsea Beboboa. Near Chelsea possible 11 based on training reports. So any pakurana how koko training grounds. Now so any player away by training now. Now the boy say who disclose to club no. The players or the Kwakobo boy and Yanisa. Into an open Saturday and upon Soka so okay. Samaka say, a me and Baha will be and Baha. By discussing Chelsea, the Anua Samba, Nakotko.
And I'm looking for in the and I'm going to spend 1 hour and I'm looking for in
okay.
You don't know what they want.
Koto player. Now, Casso player we bore a bow in the team or Bano. Send a Michael Lee's by Monique Uno. Send a beto just saw commander. We will sit down and discuss what he will add to the Real Madrid team. So Koto player. Nakasu Koto Emmanuel Enchi. Or Olympics. Or share 5 goals. Or 8 assists. Maybe I'll cover video, match we, or pass. Na player ne ba no wantimi ambosa. Yes, one century na wo hype player no. One nti na player na ntimi ambo. The next day also decided say na oba unka obeka de woni uti abontia woni obi anya asemo a. The news again is other na won kan de. So even when you are hyping a Kotoko player, people have issues with you. Player na hype no. Ama ne ho aya akono. Ama obi agina so akọ stadium akọ yiska akọ hwe na makotko enyeska no. People will turn around and have issues with you. Say they nti no hype a Kotoko player. Djibouti asem we bi o. You be call say you bejewu. Trivela or a Trivela master for bare 1 week. Kotoko supporters be amfa me wan cheme.
Check adwuma no.
They be
we are part of this.
No, it's Jibo.
All over the
Arena jewu ba no.
On say adwuma ye ube. It is say obi a ono so ye Kotoko adwuma. It's like who occupy public office.
Yejitum.
And onyoma wo ye no. The public in the bejeje. Nti sa nyoma ne de part of adwuma no.
Mamka ba.
Say me meti hey ube. Ogo tena ba bi na wo ye me a. Ebi a criticize me a. Oboma baswa.
Jibo. There's difference between criticisms and direct attack. For instance,
so ko ba bi na Abetamwa. Oh, unya attention da.
Abetamwa me ne scout bi ne di ne ho nkomo.
Na o chechiro mu.
Na o ka say minya abotra me ko he boy no. Now he's one of the top attackers in the game, in the league. na sɛnea wasettle wɔ Olympics team no mu no adeɛ baako betumi abo Olympics ama ɔma avoid relegation abɛtamoa into Olympics bɛbɔ kɔtɔkɔ normally so bi bɛbɔ kɔtɔkɔ I want to do some checks about the team ɛna ɔsɛ mehwɛ Benjamin Asare keeper no into ka ɔsɛ Benjamin Asare nipa baako a medi ne ho adanseɛ paa because of reporter scout ne de maame then Emmanuel Entry na abɛtamoa ɛna ɔkɔ mo asɛm kyerɛ me the call Tunisia no defensive midfielder Abdul Karim was no on Abdul Karim na call has but could be defensive midfielder no so Muslim name bisa and also no he's a bit slow into no hwe kotoko ball no amobo na ohu se beboan scout no ka de gibo nim ne pa enyina adamfo enti o maame some videos of Albert Amu amame hwe ya then I was convinced that Albert you be a ball na nkasa onimbo on say ka so bi nimbo ne ba strike ultimate no bobo neba as compared to Kalu Atara ne dey na say bring it in the penalty box for me to score. We did an analysis. I was blessed say striker watches 5 goals in a whole season. Me say we be kotko save you bet me replace Mukwala. These same people abetamu abaye no be boy none of them any be na no can say hey no they be jibo it's not your okay I'm taking them to something
said the obetina ha ultimate criticize or analyze issues
Majiatu
sa no bi so betina say because adwuma na wo ye no see etie obed the entie ya sori anopa ye betia aside bosumi so ebetu ye ka no we adwuma no ba bi start free a ye kofa obed say obed wodom obetina ye pa fm na wo ye sports a nipa dom betie no ebema company susu do musika aba on board and some do modwa ton de aba ye obi na atena se na oye sa investment no nti nipa dom na omu betie se obed nti no ebema won fo so do modwa ton de aba ebema adwuma no sika atimi abem it when yes adwuma na sa nyoma we nyina no obed
you need any problem but you see this appointment
na me say you coach you be coach kotoko bafo amenka story we ende and o creative Facebook page ko use obi din odi matemo ha do time yi na di ofa phone frame so se mo ayema de pa me eye ne ya am se de no so no onim se sa na tie no na yi we ni asa e ka adwuma no no waje atum na
so with the appointment of Kotoko appointment now people are calling for Uzijibo in the absence of information people will create their own.
And is it right? Say open information. Maybe information are open unyaya. Then you create your own information.
So let me tell you.
You cannot. You can.
Maybe the word create will be wrong because. But the issue is people will pick.
People will go around it.
Minor information and make it big.
And is it right?
Oh yes, that is right.
And then
minor information, for instance, Kotoko appointment. You speak to somebody. Oh. Matisse. Because there is few around, you are going to dwell on that. Now this whole Enyoma is slow and Enyoma is delay. Mimi Jinadie, and maybe Dana Penkra, a kind so. A bra appoint you on somewhere around June, middle of June. And they had June, July, August. I'm gonna catch you our first press conference, as I said. The time was not enough for them.
But timing is of an essence.
In football.
Timing is of an essence.
So me am a company na maybe make me take bear 1 year. Now me the year me checks to know the kind of investment I make. Now me my background details to do the right investment. But with football no. And now say shisha ye kono. Ye bokono. You should speed up with certain things. There will can you will be able to move my board no pressure there be. The appointment can delay as long as it will take. Only if ebebano ebetimi amakot the resource. Me makanwe mesakawa at least the board chairman as at this point. The board as at this point after appointment should at least give the Kotoko supporters. People would think it's the media should at least give the Kotoko supporters an idea of the direction of the club.
Say Omoba Montiana so Emeka na so nyere.
But you know then yet hanu nyana from the press I can say no be no money
a statement.
Your co-elections.
Even if a statement,
give something that will inspire confidence, that will inspire trust.
Let people know that this is an idea of how we want to run the Kotoko.
A baby in what form?
Even if it's a statement. Everyone say body by. Yentio mano kasa, which I'm okay with that. Said Dr. Kwame Chebe Kotoko Ejuma for about 3 years as executive board chairman. Me also Dr. Granti interviews too. He was not even a star. But Brano, no pe kwan bi so a. Obema chitafo ne hu bibi opeso di ku ne fa. Ebi e de Kotoko ama board 5 years. For the next 5 years, we are going to build from the foundation. That brief statement, Memo Bia who said, people should not expect huge things this season, which will buy you time and patience. What's the difference? Because I've seen Kotoko. They don't look at the foundation. Either so be painted dino, roof in a tutu obey in a contest. No more
managers also no.
Granted. But they follow the pattern, the tradition, until they don't look at the foundation. Me and MTA. Makan over and over say, Kotoko need to start from the base. Start from the base. Yen should be biafo from. Because if you're analyzing Kotoko fan base, above from Kotoko appearance in the market value and market value or the market above from Kotoko talent, players, and our form. Kotoko finances, our form. Kotoko project our form. So it means that everything needs to start from base, which I have no problem. But the American is SSO be neka. Dibo, SSO be neka. Se obi anka eno be yen adwenkyere. So even a statement to even tell the fans that this is how we want to do it. Inti ebia eye fie be miense ye di animi die ye be kone boko to tackle the basis. That alone can psychologically prepare the fans for what is coming. Okay. But if there is nothing, and you need to say the Kotoko board direction, let's go Galactico. You talk a team. Nobody knows. You need some direction, listen. Kotoko attack a for the past 10 years. We don't want to do that again. Let's change the philosophy of the club from the youth team to the senior team. We don't know.
Okay.
In Honda make us say, we know you might think it's just the media, but you have fans because sometimes you need to test the waters.
But so, someone from media now, how would the
I'm not wagging you almost say whenever you say this, they are looking at media interest. But you need to drive the fans along. What's the idea? Maka communication was somehow with this board for a very long time. I have my reasons. Because one of the biggest problem of Kotoko is their value when it regards to communication, form. And even the public relation and the public mentality, no attention and call. Delay any the problem. What I say, but something must happen.
Okay.
Because at this point, Kotoko that default setting, no management,
messages
no coach.
Say the how many say almost say news ni wa he has also news ebia wa trans na wa bo trim
transport team de bi ni ho but the fan say the man say my friend penyin bi also me kura mati say you mati so many way kasa o you do that story.
Okay.
For instance say penyin bi na man nyante so mo or the ento aso.
Okay.
Ento aso. Ntini nyina aye jibo.
Are you saying or are they say those snippets of information now ya drop on here and there no you try your concoct and say fabricate
danger man yento aso okay aha ayo pa 100.7 enkomo ayedi uso obetimi edewano ababeto eye enkomonim asante Kotoko board na ene danger man ene say obed de to you say omufu say at least somebody be a babontin na a chitafo ni hu the direction.
If not the appointment,
the direction of the club.
If not the appointment, a bit me a but with the club media, even in the form of a statement, it can even be the board chairman in maybe a recorded audio or in interview with the club now. Because yaba yebe jumano ne be sere chitafo ne say ebia ye hu say ahanya ntino abotremu ebi emfi be miense die me also was steady I always want to buy time for the Kotoko structure because after being around I have realized that untimi nkasa the radical approach no any scare so di shemu nyeska ketwa dibo we've seen other clubs and how they are doing their things. Radical approach, for instance, South Galactico, and why I've always been against the Obi Onimi say I've never been a fan of that 10 Wokotoko. Makase, the best of best players in the league, you know, Jibo, woman best, sir. Oma who 2 years, I'll be to me at training, be a better than Oma who Gigi Didina or Pro Wakotom. Makasa Semno over and over and over again because I've watched the league and Jibo, I'm telling you, say, and now you be say Emmanuel, no. I edge in swing. Ubet Nama Kolebi 2 years. Just 2 years. Obey the Emmanuel no ye on Kotoko.
Now supporters in Binyasa or train.
Intina de be me say. It was steady me. And people around me knows this. Anytime be able to say you need discuss Kotoko no. Na chere se mpanimfo na me hu say sa direction am person moko. Se mpanimfo me hu say they want to go yam Koto there. Then you have no other choice than say okay any at least wait. I hope you get my point. But I've always wanted somebody to come to Kotoko and let us know, say, the reality on the ground is very simple. You need firm financial standing. Because we don't have a firm financial standing, we cannot go and buy one player 200,000, another player 300,000, another player 400,000. And the sad aspect of that is, some players now turn 400, 300. You need to give them at least 2 years for them to adjust to the Kotoko system. Into me, I've been against that. My can't way I will show you so over and over again. That is why me Kotoko youth team consistently me advocate Momo. Say if you are giving them 3 years, drive the fans along because Kotoko to me spending 2 million Ghana cedis for transfer market.
Okay.
And if you spend 2 million Ghana cedis on the transfer market with a monthly expenditure around 600,000 to 800,000, untimi nya hwe wada kwajache.
Meda se obed yenra blasters mu na yenni blasters nkomo kakra. Ghana Football Association President Ura Simon Ket Okreku ene delay eso akwatwetwe nkomo efa blaster selection ma yebisa no se amanfo keka se edru se coach select players the ama Black Stars every president ayana ureram interfere our selections nim na se kura de ebebo mu Derekon ene Baba Rahman amanfo se Baba Rahman esan se ura ketokraku ena managing intino waya fa kwan bi so de na be she Black Stars World Cup squad nim a am ye Derekon de no afrim every president achichi
obia ejuma magana ewo football mu na meto and I say me esco and the board and appoint obi bia ejuma magana whether especially at the national team level. Now each one of them is answerable to the esco. It is a net memo appointment as chairperson of Black Wings. You are answerable to the esco.
Okay.
The thing be actually agreeing. Okay. That is not interference. Now, when it comes directly to the work of coaches of national teams, nobody interferes in their job. Nobody. There are various levels of engagement. Somebody will report, one defender will report, anyone plans, that is very conventional.
Okay.
But nobody, absolutely nobody. Then be selection of Black Stars. That's the time I see the selection. A lot of time it's a class on Black Stars when breaking news about social media, Black Stars selection. That's the time I also read.
And no, the president of Ghana Football Association, Urake Tukreku. Abo me sure say ncheche mu ato asum.
There be. Especially when you can say funny hono.
Yeah, bani. Na Oyerepa.
Ento asum.
There be because on one kasa catch senka o can say I used to have this position. But based upon ABCD, Masisa Noah, I will accept it, I will take it. But Oma me can't say Some we FA president here, untimi entra ho nye hwa. Emma coach be pick on one players. And I'm not saying that is entirely wrong per se. But say what shifty position. Catch ye say what shifty position. Me to one no. Me one that me feel say ye nya coach nko mo no nko two players and so no nko pick players. But when it comes to selecting the 11 or don't couple match there, and as I'm starting lineup there, see Jamano, the preserve of the coach. Reason is that on the training team, no, on the devices, strategy and formations, how they come aboard, and when players are almost best you two and no, and ten day. But say if a player the other team moon is no man on day, you say, you use scout, you use or ye crampo, yeah, ordinary soccer fans and as a media you crown. It's me play like I wait there. Or a good player. We there send the team we crab on born and a coach we any normal we sit here and do all those analysis and sometimes even recommend and all that. And to be no problem. But if he has shifted from that position, he should say it. Never look like we have never done it or never believe in it. That is my problem.
Time I list in the Babana Ghana for you now, time now on
me, I don't believe it. I can't say he's lying, but I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. And I'm being honest. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
But say you true, say, oh yeah, coach, now do selection, but we are answerable to the executive committee.
Of course. And no
interference.
Maybe you see, there's positive interference, and that I'm for it. Justify why this player or that player is playing, this player or that player is not playing. Say, dancing did the call here, one of the things I see anybody say, Duku Bio se bibisa, abroad Duku se I say,
abroad Duku, former Vision FC.
Anna, board chairman had a cause to question him. Didn't take kind to it. That's what we are hearing. But me say something in nagging because Claire say you be who say Hamza Isa lost his form. Wayo lost his form. The third striker they had in there or no, I don't need a chance near Zibia Obetimi Bibia. And he said if Obi Ebisawa, especially the one who pays the bill, Ebisawa, if you don't like it, me mean just so interference to some extent me okay. Tina make us say one of my three key way no say Obi China adwin say ye to adwin and they say ye interfere. Emubia I'm for it. Depending upon the end results na de beba no. Depending upon the end results na de beba no. Enti ye de Cameroon de ne ye mfato when I can say and no ti say ewiye na ebehunu. Ahani ewiye na ebehunu. Enti say we ya ye beka say why interfere. Say ewiye no e positive e ka say ampa interference na e positive. E negative e no so ye beka. Yeah, you want to know. Yeah, Kasau.
Okay. It's only the organ.
Ndabini.
Captain Mamiti way.
Me am so class menyintum na me nsan nyini. Sometimes on say na me class wa metaka integrity asem. Na me penny man simple understanding of integrity bafo. So nko yetie yi. Nko ko several room ho. Na asem bia bana wa wo trans na what take decision on it? Says a corner, say koha. What does it? As against say in the public, say what you radio see. Now say everybody now working. You see the point? Clearly, so ko share. Assume one now ko na say decision now take you know. It be far from that kind of air. That's where the integrity comes in.
Of course.
And I want to believe, Mr. Poku, say the FA president say what is stadium ABA social media about who say list of any of our national teams about outer I beg to differ papa no they be make say I say he tries to say and Sambia on one he doesn't believe in Santa Mana Wakano because those days are now FA committee chairman pan one OSCO member now on my FA president he was always fighting with the national team coach. They are not Kwasiapia falling out. How about Kwasiapia? He kicks Kwasiapia because he fought with Kwasiapia before. Yeah, World Cup of Nations World Cup for the one player friend Tete me. Who belong to the agency.
German Tete.
He openly And yeah, they are in secrecy, openly. Facebook and what have you. You see, and no one want to question your fall out. Oba you know, opposite say oba saki question bia. Ano di you know. Eri free ho. Now you are president. Why is it that? Yeah, you call up under 20 and that 17 and the one Klaus related to him. Plus third or zoom. You can go back and check. So you know.
And I play some one agencies, some must
play their own agencies and now Klaus also no. He's affiliated to a lot of clubs, lower clubs in Ghana here. Still believe one say club baby. Ube who are going your place do more. Ube big no. Not pleasant roots. If you go. And you fluke.
Mamen call line so memo ato so yene the CEO and a general manager the ma Samates Football Club Ura Idmonaka otie program no no o say enkomo ayedie na nige ho opeso de na no etum bi mezaka yemo akwa ba no pay e de ba Oyerepa 100.7 weekend edition of today's sports. Hello Chama say bibi aboko there.
Never do bibi aboko.
Okay. All right. Baby say em say nso we dem say the whole Ghana ha nyina sa na tie. Ntie baby ya te se ase nkoma ye die o so pese odo no tumti akwanya wo ho ye tie o so wadwenkyere.
Ayi de da se o metra to mama me be ko to na bibi Ghana.
Ana be ko na ni Ghana.
Because I really to piano be a minute, many a bit to that in the maybe start in Ghana. Me show me make you also me or your party is a mini fee.
Yeah.
The beer was a summer boy. She's a beer mini fee. Some interference as the beer at home. Saka to me, man, me feel say. That perception no na part of the time e ka won bi pa na ma coaches ni bibiri e ya na omo nso mo dwo mo nye e mo de because say against them the easiest way e administrators say when a coach is successful champion coach and they won't take interference be but the coach be failure and I'm pretty for the mama coming, especially when I take a screen next to one say, maybe a Harrier now, a Jack Level, SRT, Epiteta, Sanseven, or not, or send a message you could justify. Oh, push out. Only what they say, winning coach, they be working through. And I made my column 24 bottom of me. What to be that? What to be that?
I bit me come so ya no abon mpanyufo aba so ye nyina na ye ka
no obaka so one will be oka so only go with koyo no ye recruitment that what be that
chama yiti
want to be on take that say koyo no ye recruitment and na no ye selection obaka start there no coach wo free your work cabo so be bump mpanyufo aba so aka Zaka, but me can't watch you. Harry me, that's so why you can face that. Men and one I'm so many shadow man remember. But there be so mean. The mechanic will say, me, some of us match be a home or away, and I may have from your bow number birthday doma. Me must do buy a possible. Me was still do more yeah, inspection before warm up, because I want to see warm up. The mechanic say, some of the slum did travel all over the country. See a bomb matcher, you TV, you took my home. Not me who plays a baba, just over your home up, and I won't Jimmy.
Abia no ye Samates.
So that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying Abia, me can't say Abia Samates because of Sana Wopers or you know. Baby at another club.
That is me. That's what I'm saying. That me administrator. Say I can't do administrators at them. So say OGD like I say, but say you say and yet a secret, any baby on it, and any baby on it. But I didn't say a norm. What you big as a moment, what is in your Majuma? Me, my example, me say, me at Monaca. Me too, not manage you know. Tamaro, Pando, or you, baby, I'm in a minute to know. Say, yeah, boy, and I'm in the first target. And I'm saying, say, Obey, say, no one is team level born, no more woman. No one say, Omoya woman for the starting 11 on AOH, reserve, it be a startup, most of the Omombo.
So, Chairman, what does this got to do with the connection of FA president in Semina Okano? Say, on a blaster selection, Kwano, Ebiot Stadium.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Or tell me more for the military management committee. And I'm here to present. Now, as I say, selection we me hand in it. And the Ubagi and Audi.
No, Diama Siasi and Abba for Casas when say, Mekai say, Abu Racket to Krekuyin as FA president. Or your interview, our joy, and no state say, Sa Brenna near Jai coaches in Kwamo selected players, Edema national team. Specifically Black Stars of Ghana and Sabre Netrem under his administration. And to see a jail coach is a coach in Kwanya selection there or no Oraka to Kekwabe FA president a BNCBM. Fast forward on one Sabre BM say, yet me name Black Stars team. No crowanya where Abia Stadium, Abra Ghana for Huno, and on Usu Emubi. Sansa Mimi and Nunanse, Education Soccer. So, and now I say, hope is that was on Gindi. And I got them no. Yeah, because Wakaso no ompene, other than the Obacas saying.
Aha, you see, wow, into the major say, and yet the piano because my better than Yano Cray. Yeah, encourage your woman, no more. One point, because the mom, one example. And they are also on Gindi, you know. If you are now, yes, the year I say, some of them who players not at your to the ball. When I saw on Gigi, I come and may address to say, and yet the Diana, positive things here negative. Maybe started a contract with 1 week. Maybe I'm only the phenomenal country, phenomenal ABDR. To be our first selection, I'm going to that. Man, besides selection that. But the boss, you're in a coach stadium, or may warm up on a minute with neighbor. 100.7. Starlet, and KBR, just last one.
So, Mr. Aka, believe we say a whole FA president. Unim said the Ghana when it comes to our national team, especially Black Stars, said the Ghana for any CDH. Now, coach any money squad, ebia for a tournament. Now, FA president say, time a Ghana for any squad no. So time na I don't know FA president who squad no. I say we any things all better say.
Correct. Mama, okay, mama will read that. So, me, what I know from neutral people, I mean, Babaking. Me, I say, when the coach was about to name the final 26, like I said, meeting be a basso. A more friend or a meeting now, Masoda. So, name to be here, and over, and I just say, there is no meeting again.
I have blasters coach.
Yes. Yes.
So we been the money final 26-man squad no.
Yes.
Now it's a meeting because before Asan when the money final 26-man squad no. Coach now come meeting, but when they move team new year no so be meeting no.
I almost meeting there no. Almost meeting there no. And yeah, I'm not speaking. Me yeah get together with American. We're supposed to be a meeting, and then the money will compare there. Coach, I don't know whether now I take your pattern on your part. I'm saying I take JD with American. It is sometimes when you be Diana, you say, some said you, coach is be lazy because of failure easily. Also, coach, you buy no. You're born about size and you do everything. So let's about 28 pay. You percent is on it. Yeah, I said they know you, Madame. In front of your differences. Yes, anything. No, because the map people only say you may be all year, entirely different from the 1 year in the past. I might hear a lot of you from that positive. But say statista we no and you no ye and you no you see ya continue o bank of be ka kire no there be say coach you be you be the thing buy so inti enye bibia enye say of course or no enti but that is the no no so I was there there is a management committee.
Okay.
You think everybody is happy there? And I was more influence, and I say, yeah, can't between the coach and Kate and Nadia. I'm saying that should, and can I say meeting be basso between the technical team headed by him and the management committee, whether the president was part or not, the whole day being privy to it.
So from what you know, our Blasters company say coach in the move the final 26-man squad for the World Cup. Our bra, near friend into a meeting. Our coach no anko meeting no before answer no name on the team. O ka say the winning of Blasters camp no.
Yes, me bad discussions no. Me bad discussions no. Jiwo. No,
so my information and me
bad discussions no say. First me offer me won say. Who be you say? Me team no me dey nam for all the 34 matches na your boy no. Sometimes, sometimes because me also name because we have to send it to the CMA. It is administrator not being 15 names on the CMA. It is okay. But most of them people are packed. You know have to pass to bad dam and the actually the hotel, the same food. But because in fact, I just am family, but I don't know why you're quiet so why. If you know that and I bet you say the panel to start on this. Me down. Some of my colleagues, coach, you are close to him, and I part you to clock. Coach, you know, encourage in trouble. Me, I am not going to be Mr. and say, "I'm an airborne, not money will use cash." I'm saying it's none of my business. I don't do that. Me, yes, I know football clubs, so I manage that.
Okay.
So maybe say, coach, I'm an airborne. Some of them were interested. I'm only more you say, coach, in the banner, more trust, normal discount on social media. Maybe I won't say so. I papa na coach no say one am see me. Within my own protocol. See me. I know say that the moka say you dey look at on the nyanu crew. But that is why you be moya. Oku honum so a na e di bo no e do so ti. Oh, ma me to ma di ade kwa won ware no. Me say me ade a me ka say my have me but yes, I pray to do the
all right, Monaka Medase, and I'll pay for your contribution.
I was still all Jim, you know, into that. Damn it, bro. Let me got that. That's the time I hope you face out. Now, coaching this election about says of who be man. Yeah, over to that, you know.
It's a question of man.
All right, Monaka Medase. Yeah, that's a power for your contribution. Yeah, that's a power. Okay. General manager at the Massamates Football Club, Ura Edmond Aka, and you know Eddie and Komoso Nanuabeto and Koma Ekoso. If we the FA president on selection of players into our various national teams, especially the Black Stars of Ghana. Captain,
so
when I also me so say aka convince you. Before I'm sure say aka convince you.
Just that he has misconstrued some of our positions. Yes, I did. All can be on my sanity.
Me. So if you speak to anybody, me no didn't come about how my perspective of coaching, how I see coaching as a year. Ombekacho said, me, I don't believe in allowing coaching. Say, only be anytime. But you thought that it, you know, sometimes interference ain't wrong. That's ain't bad. But I'm talking about a manner openly. What can they a manner what acting? Sounds more what can be. Tam come FA president. Everybody FA president. And you coach net. What does it? A manner, the influence, and said you're free players. Now teams are related to no. Now say almost one as players in be na no route no. Those are belong to the camp. I like that word. Connected to him. Now also because some are walking.
Okay, therefore, the Black Stars coach was supposed to meet them before naming the squad. The coach did not come. After naming the squad, about meeting, there's no meeting. So meeting by numbers of many coaching here. And no name squad.
They were not interested.
And then numbers of me. So if indeed there's a meeting, numbers of yeah, it got nothing to do with naming or not naming. So if the sole naming of the players is sole prerogative of the coach, and for that matter, management committee or the president of the FA, and there's a meeting, no? Because apart from naming the squad, there are other issues made my discussing. I want to say, Mr. President, and your interference be you're wrong. And you cannot tell me what you believe in.
Positive interference.
There's positive interference. Andy tackle to me on radio, so say, I assume they be a catching or PK. Andy of Kelvin FM. I ask someone tackle to me, so I say, this is what Sasa attacker. Because I believe in say, who allow, especially most of our coaches here, who job on someone there, maybe on the corner, issue. So other than let's trans and Jojo. So sitting down and Jojo with the coach does not mean an interference. But just all that's here. Me feel say squad is a striker. Eugene midfielder, yes solid. Also is a kito. So you mean trans and you hear the qualities of the two. I don't know. Every president says a suggestion. Striker. It does not constitute interference. But imposition of a certain interference in many forms. You better coach. You don't know who's a massa. Here's the one. Yeah. It is a name of a place in the way we are. That's the coaching the Muno squad. The open one is what squad they found.
After Sika Kono was sacked, he told the whole world that Kets and the GFA have been interfering in its player selection. Kets should give us a break.
Messi. The Black Stars adults deserve team. Somebody closer catch them and say, Otto Ado was not himself. You know the reason. Assistants are there, they are man. And you have you today. Every president of the system. So even on meeting, meeting, I say take decisions, you know. By the time Otto Ado out, the information was already in their domain. So he told me, say, they are not some of added to Otto Ado. Say we game we call Otto Ado. So left him alone. Now because Otto Ado was also a system coach. You have found by because standard on the two criteria on the two a year in Crawford. And mom got here. I want to believe that we have no more allowance. And then moon Crawford Otto Ado not follow. Sanimano or
Mamintia,
but because of the principle, you can find a buy just because you better be soon. And that's what went on.
Obed, Mamintia, every president Takasa. Now, what him to say no blasters no. Yes, selective players are Mamma Fancosheno. And Keta, you see, and a cat in a map play away by and a cat in a force coach no. So Debbie. And yes, I net yet. They Mundi moved team there, as all by a square and be defending.
Ghanaian coaches and any coaching in general, no. And your master, the boy in him. Enzo Maresca recently with Chelsea. There were issues with regards to direction and opposite the club. By who said it do be not the top and allow one to do certain things. So Ruben Amorim be free Manchester United in on the sporting director and leadership clash with regards to the direction of transfers and recruitment. It's been club football there, Jibu. Especially when and based on interest. There are my man for normally complaining about a year interference near issue of interest. Interest ni be so me ma call any and I be call man me meet me recommend the player we say obeboa club no. And they be not follow within the plans of the coach in Akotonaba. Therefore, I said they be me insist to say sa player no. maybe I may make us or Mrano. Mpeso obo, send your commandment meeting, but just who's a boy and I'm recommending or bopa. If it will go against the club, I'm just pushing because of my interest. It becomes a problem. But the interference will always be part of the game. I'm not sure say we can live without interference. But normally, systems must put systems in place and if any check and balances. Ntijibo say coach no ja no nko a obey de ope nti so bi keep on track. That is people you need to justify. Nti so mo a obetina coach no ko tono no be justify. So mo so the clean hands ba. The how people have issues no. Coming with the clean hands. Most people when given the power don't come with the clean hands. There's conflict of interest pushing their personal agenda. I will never have an issue if you interfere and you query or you question a coach with regards to the collapse in the selection. But say we trimono the entire what they are free say upesi you be flow na wo di de be boa se be boa man no embo man na a secondary matter ba be hye de. People have an issue.
The here na the FA president be gina. So examples me no dey am.
The FA president can't come in with the clean hands because you say at some point in time, no a key member of a football agency called Proton Sports, which is still in existence. Tio. Sa Proton Sports. Omwani nim se Baba Raman hu nyoma bebre. And a host of other players. Inti sa wo de ne ba saa na ajibo ye you feel komonuma edin. Because even if it's clean intentions, you stand a chance of benefiting if who players are under who agency. Whether agency wa ohro self free home because you have to say wa ohro ni self free home bajibo. Mienu nim say ene. Say ever say menya position bi na me say me studio yi me dia ma obi a. There is no unless I'm at home. Na den kwa na chese maton. Na nya chese nya transfer for na shi bi na ye because of maybe I'm a new position ntino. Me pese omo bi be come ho ntim me ta chire bojam. Ntin kan the papa mu certain people like this. Omo ye involved in certain aspects no should not be given the power or areas be. Me say the American not say.
Onye the FA president e kan.
E mania thing. It makes it difficult to 100% believe in you. Inti miminyaya. Kebi a blast. Yaman say Red Monaka. O Samatesi. Ne wanya akwenya. Ebi o national team position bia. So two players ba. Okay, you nipa. Let's be honest with ourselves. Omo nyina modern money ye pe. Na ba ko Samatesi nia. By default. No matter how professional you want to be. Somebody mpono kran say we die ne bru we die so kakra bia. It is possible your emotions can get the worst out of you ma because so say mbru so yen fe we nko. E ho na nkofo issues no. So people want recommendations that will come with clean hands. I don't know if you understand. Recommendation that will come with clean hands. No form of hidden involvement or open involvement. But it looks like that will also be difficult because the football people are the people running the affairs. Okay. Inti infants and the Kotkusiu NOA under 17 management committee chairman na coach ni betrase. Na Kotku player a friend or obo only player bi na win a frima. Definitely you raise objections. Inti media. My point is the recommendations might lead to something positive.
Okay.
I want to pen an issue. But say, person chere what dear. Just a quarter kwa unfa humbe mu dear jibo. A bear ding, papa, because some many tia pass a call walk up. Me play be a pair for me. Or under me agency. Obet me a bokakra. No ni play about coming in other pay. Jibo. Nipa enkano crenchre on. The gap between the recon and Baba Rahman is so huge. Seven said the recon Bob Bear let go Madrid be there and was so on. But when a wapaten wasa nti mo say influence ma be to baako de so ama akosora chen baako ye nipa e de abaako mienu bi de o de be frem
to kan say cat influence ne to babara ma.
My point is e de abaako mienu miensa bi de o de be frem sa na nkomo na yo but for you to say unya bi kura de e ba na sa wo ya de adwen na eden e di agro because eden na ka Dreams FC goalkeeper ye bo Ghana Premier League Iraka. The last time I can't so Benjamin aside the almost clean sheet na Iraq send by the derby. Samate's goalkeeper no. Ye league ya ebo yenim go a Felice da wo. Yenim go a Emmanuel Kubida. Na eduru ya esi akofre Dreams FC keeper. Amanfo ani brimu a ena nkomo ne sign yi ni free mu. Kura no kan san kire reason tia yi ni free mu. Nti komo na me di ni ese jibo. Ade e wo ho e nipa su. Ye betena kunya so a eye den a omo ben na dodode ne be se ohene ba ne de ne maame ne papa ti aso sesen den a dodode ne be soso ma no na emu wo ma soso ma na no a eye a heso mu jizevo
teacher ne Africana ban ohene ba ne de ne papa ti aso
nti ya no ahwe se ya no ahwe se de wo ye no oma ni mpuntuo mu no ebe boa na that is the only thing
me da say ba for that was say uraka entimi an convince na me nkozako na fi yamedi onemeti for
man can say one convince me per se but na me can say he misconstrued some of your positions.
Okay.
For instance, Mr. T by saying say you adwenkyere you say nyina ye kan etiabo ho ye kan etiapam ho and you say ye kan kire say yesu say ade we die ye ni say be yenti ye ni sa amayen enti ni mi ensa no emu bia ampo me kwa me nka say metia per se. But sani obey no em say obeda chechire ma continue pese me call me too much but baby na me di ko gina ene say the president of the federation e ka chire wi ase nyina say ono sani penso asa FA president here on ti minti na ono ahwe coach bi say ono nko an ko players some odom bebobo me sa so kaka ho say enu mpo no nyese metia per se enti say FA president has shift position on kan che say wa shift e hono na tin say Jamaica enyam yie no so we can say ade no munye bi dade a you say the so be the kind no you are playing with our minds and our intelligence you can say that but any party take position be bit me see no what change our position you know so if the president today has shifted from that position you know and things say moving forward you know coach bi aba ono anfa the players no for mokobo the ball na onka bia why so enipa yes the only thing that is permanent in life is change.
Okay,
and he can choose to change his mind or position. That one I don't have a problem.
Sellers or says Bezak Meba so what Uncle Monaka wants to say is that selection of players is not influenced by anybody at the FA, and I agree with him 100%. We shouldn't downplay on the integrity of others, especially our coaches. Please, let's look at this narrative because the issue has been around Baba Rahman. This is my question. Which left back has been better than Baba Rahman in the past 1 or 2 seasons? And no, sellers or CSB, and also a disa message we a day abba. Senior Boating, so abba, Nana Kwesi Sudinedia abba. Other messages, ewaha. Me kwazaksu na MSS Adi Matia Tia say which left back is better than Baba Rahman. Ade amode have football zakito Sadi we makachire ma na munti. Mode statistics have football. Munwi. Ubu ha ball no kura wango hwebi. Wan hwebo ni biu. Bo hu so bi atwa statistics ado di akire. Ball no hwebi. Ba hu so bi atwa statistics ado di akire. Baba Rahman say na me nkabi say last season na oka Baba Rahman na obobo pa by season we e boy na mianim no kuri ni Ghana left back say wa mo no ne Baba Rahman on to so kra fourth so wa hwe ni team ne pa say sporty for your matches me hwe bi pa recently kwa not at bench me boa
follow honestly I've not followed
Bamoya now more Zakito Marco fast statistics and obo 17 matches why assist 3 and oye way 2 and oye way What the statistics ni say football? Obi hwe ball kwa na mo the statistics na eji player.
Unse stars ni ye fano games are yahwe. Na the stars so aka ho.
O de fa ba for mic ni mama. Aha. Ben ba for mic no. Ah.
Ti ana games are yahwe. Ene the stars ni ka ho. But games are yahwe the ana ye time for stars na nko anka asem because sometimes statistics are say no can they are deceptive sometimes. And one friend who just like that, no one should give me be sometimes it deceives you kakra. And see, wash me Barbara man as I mean can be because this is me. I've not watched a single game.
See my show more game sporty for you Greek league be right.
Me until I my team, but say truth is that say if someone is obi boy Greek league no be boy Bundesliga, say leagues na ntenye pe. So be before until you offer that comparison on the group you know and pen of cracker. See, this is sometimes some of the things that people will say. No, I don't want to say the fact that some people Bundesliga and last time if when Ajeti a committee blenders in the last two friendlies, you know,
Austria, Germany,
and I'm say one argument me make you go for only me say Ajeti, he can never be a bad player. League never Europe no. League bakwa yede talents, technique and ebo pan. One of them a Bundesliga and a Spanish La Liga. And on any tactics asem. Tactics ni a crazy. A league that they allow you to what? Express yourself because they are selling you. Until for a club like Wolfsburg to spend that money to go and sign Ajeti to play in the Bundesliga, no, he can never be a bad player. The fact that why mistakes?
Oh, Babet Chance and players is not very bad.
Oh, and they say, oh, but the talent, I'm going to you. It's for him to play just one or two mistakes means a man look a bad player. Zuku call up in bomb you can be a gun for saying anything for him. But now no couple of any my feel obias or yadi. It's something that for a player to be playing the Bundesliga consistently, you know, Jibu. You know, we for Greek league and compare. But sometimes Senana Obieka no influence comes into play because a bad dinner that decision to call him Baba Rawamba no never fa.
Kofi Kent the message but I don't know so what idea about it. I say Baba Rahman contract expires this month ending. Kent is taking him to the World Cup to get a team for him next season.
Oh, they men check contract. I mean, say it's a deal, but me abo say contract and the oko transfer market is there. You be who the deal and the contract be and until you be check na ya confirm.
Okay.
But you say uti in some market ni kana is a bit laughable. Well, 19th November 2024, and just 2 years ago. As a coach, you draw the list of players you want to use based on what you want to do. Obviously, other members of the FA would also bring their views on board, but it was sometimes uncomfortable. Let's underline the word uncomfortable. I understand that they have to look into it, and that football is not done by one person. How to is very important. However, in my case, it wasn't a situation where we were working together. So he confirmed. Say, oh no, coach, no. They were working. They were not working together because the lesson on the bar. Yes, you were free for washing. You were free, so they were not working together. Well, it's no interference. Anya bia no say ye coach bia nyep amba bontia me kam yantia. For Sika Kono, he was bold enough to come and tell us that. So on the list no kwa if you know say no maka omo interfere wo.
Okay. The Oma boy say Baba contract ni be June 30, 2026. nti aka 24 days na ne contract so my extending the next and contract na wo
team no ka say almost extended
na so unko Greece nko tie dem
David Anka coach June 30 na so wonte ya say nya dia June mu ne awre and I say fit right na say coach team kan wenchire wa football language otiase
ebi a World Cup no bobo 2 matches me na convince team say yes I
don't think I could can ask my all band or they kwa ko contraband no obi a convince World Cup then team adwene
Zach yana wie na yemfa tiefo enche ne ebie lines no betia fra 0322494401 0322494771 na oso abadwumadi ni so Zach
ti Zibo for that one as no mo kan de enya ade a yebetimi agye tu mama na yi. It is true sir, a lot of interference goes around. They do it omoye pa because some of the decisions are cause until recently omuja sa ade ne national team bia na dream set for nko na join afa nti omo fisio omo training kit manager omo dey say everybody within the Dreams FC circles no was part of national teams but omo nko na nim nyansa okromase ya na
90% of these Blasters players don't even deserve to earn $50,000 as appearance fee at the World Cup. The players rather need the platform to build their profile and look for a better team after the World Cup. So I suggest they earn winning bonus from the run of 16 stage. Okay. Okay. Yentoaso. Yakola no so na ene etifo di nkomo odin ne baabi akasa free na do asemato so
good morning ya from
Ofadia anope ye mo akwaba yetiw
ni amachia siasa ne partner ni na kakra bi ne kati dia na meka menne bafo ne obad na siasa nyina ya normally Ghana for especially politicians who obi anya kwan odin so obi ya waka bia hyeda ni adwene. It is out of what kind of just will be teeny penny in Adjun. Ghana ni bia the only class when any bone in the moment to be a position. Beyond the Numucha or Betty, which much so the theatre. Black go to the Jibo the black and they say, we wait them shine they beat them. And he as some on the census for one check and need the other is a key to read one account as it's why this. Then I feel good morning.
Good morning, Ofadia. Yentoaso. Udin baby akase free na do asemato aso.
Ojibo about to say Eric come up no kase fresh ama.
Eric, yetiu.
We there me bo mama say my farm ye na mum better some of the kind there.
Eric Mafo wa afraid your birthday ni preku na me hu baby afa. Anwa. Okay. Yebeyama. Today we can ask him why. Oh, Eric Mafu free so. My club bio UK on was 90% of the Blasters players don't even deserve to earn $50,000 as an appearance fee at the World Cup. The players rather needs this platform to build their profile. Nti Abebio from UK. My Abebio. Wabagana
be 2 weeks onam touchline okoye me kwame ne kasai
my club review
me say nema onam touchline na ba go sa go to UK
na o message say just a wa be kan udin ne ba bia kasa final do asemato aso simple boga yenko
yo na men sawa na pati wa ko masi ko nya we ti do de e samka ya plan ni na na me de wa ya na so la Baba man, let you Ghana for Bunny to is that or lack. I do and the lack and the mean for let them be a crap a lack no man can get Ghana for the Canada play constant cover the lack and the position. You can be out and the two of China. I can't let it put it.
Simple man say yemfa do no studio udin ne ba bia kasa final do asemato aso hello about your low radio set and now TV set na me why
yo Hello, Timothy.
Beba cho dum ne mame still am my feedback why.
Yo. Hello.
Yo.
Your family in am Jason. Because I feel as I teach him bufa.
Okay. Okay.
But you yamu ye na je pa. Just you need to clear my obi any one more say obi be selection wo so unim that selection me o de pro e ma wo few months na wo defend the entire of fair wo e je say fence the entire wa ya em fair e ho mo bobo ni nyina e different ya yes ni o mu nyina o fair no then nam so ni e manager e wa se mo di o mo yem fair no o kan bi ya fair ko mi so ya de pa ti mo mi en hwe selection o ma ye no selection enye bi pro asimelo to bo wa fair no wa ko fair for fu bi dia kem oh ni na catch me sa me sem to say fence no omo de ni ni ntia ya amfre no.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. Yanto aso. Udini baby akase finado wasema to aso.
Saka say
Boko
Mr. Segu.
Mr. Segu.
Saka.
Yankwe.
Boko to be fair it will be a Ghana coaches no so ya no mo so ka ho. We da ye has coach Bibi. Hanza ye say Hanza last year wa mo ana wo coach waba ana timna mo sika se kope striker no na akofa sa yaba akoye ofi this bai na oba na to wouldn't to bench wana wa boka ko to player na wana ko to no na betra bench na wo pa chese ana the team no omusa wansem so busa wansem na ko player ba na wo to bench ani dia na no dika to go dika pa to go dika bye bye
yes yeah that's it udini baby akase free
obojibo
yes sir
baduma
anabugu
obojibo mu ye dia
adumo yenko
amenche mu nyina mabojuma obojibo the best record of what is inya butre the matete be be ko performance wa na board no mo che see one neighbor coach ben neighbor place no mo ye dey the best see no who say board so why you say the submarine bibia iti ba ombe bibia boko the best obanta mo chi na mo to do bibia ko si kane no e player na ka be tega no bia kan wa se na ma ne boy tene be say dem pelifone na mo tiri boko no mo ye no me market no o mo ye no me say bibia be kama na me say mo mo person be sa that is yes no amwaye my boka e bia we 1 or 2 or 3 be 5 be no mo ko na pambe bebe unti tene bia ya na mwaye pelifone na timo ultimate no nyambo na season dey timo no bitte na mo so pa na ibo aso e bon pata how much le mo no president dey se mo ko maka no mo ko ma e fa the Ghana
yedase nana Poku yebre na so yedase yentimi emfa course no ebiem eneso ne na wotwe pepe pass na focus on goje Champions League nti yebesa atwa mu biem 4 pm na hwe se ebia replay no betimi aje FPG sama captain maminti we my club bi ozo bedi ozo oba ya na okobi na okwa akra na wanko fie kura ankochia asa
wanko fie ankochia na
enye no ne epeti why
ati we from Deputy Deputy Head of Sports about for awa was happy birthday to Richard Mate AK respect
if Eric Mafo
okay
former player has of
oh okay
Eric Mafo
okay.
Yeah
and you know that's Richmond Mate respect
Richard Nati yes aka respect
na me fan fie be kan fie
yes what TV no say one tia one sorry TV no ho ne
ene what
Zach maminti
wakola M Square immigration officer and was say we free ASI Boache ene honorable Eugene Okai Krum assemblyman omo ba na ekwia Eugene na ekwia Eugene
okay Okai Krum de say ayi afija sokore akwa na amane akusi asante achemago na ho ne wo
mpoimu
ti omo ba na de edi birthday
who is Okai Krum
since wakola am square ko immigration or them say move in the agro.
Tell captain I will do things back door. Metekasa. my club review and yeah the more AC here na on say black yeah black na champion
yeah
the manager black na the lover boy
the one who's what musician
say black we musician
oh okay
a musician da say black swat na se no anwene kama the amount Black Stars of Ghana. Besa be very careful. So I them catch on. Nti yentie
and you kagum anyway.
Black Sunyuma. Why the amount Black Stars of Ghana.